Buonasera, buonasera, buonasera. Bentornati anche oggi su Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact che forse... No, niente, Clea decide di stare zitta, dice... Come forse avete già... Ecco qua.
将来
Come
爆破は反省室怪我にい
forse
るところに陣団長あり
posso parlare?
山火事は一巻の終わりこれはクレイの騎士団で生きるための心得だよ
Stavo dicendo, come forse avrete già sentito,
あれ
per la gioia di molti di voi, weeb del cazzo, ho messo in giapponese. Ho messo in giapponese perché siamo in Azuma, città basata sul Giappone, eccetera, eccetera, bla bla bla, e quindi ho detto, vabbè, facciamolo, non è vero, sono un weeb del cazzo anche io. Devo essere sincero, non mi piacciono tanto quanto quelle inglesi, le voci al momento, non ci ho giocato tantissimo, non mi piacciono tanto quanto quelle inglesi, però, vabbè, ci sta, direi. Sono un po' troppo bianco, aspetta, cambiamo un attimino la luce.
今日ねクレイ変わった模様のトカゲ
No,
捕ま
ok,
え
così
た
sono
ん
un
だ
po' più colorito.
見たことない模様だから
Dicevo, se Cli mi fa parlare, allora, cosa è cambiato dall'ultima volta? Ho fatto un giro per Inazuma, ho guardato un po' di roba, ho ottenuto un paio di waypoint per il quick travel in caso servissero. Durante le missioni serviranno sicuramente. Poi ho iniziato un pochino a vedere per la nuova tipologia degli artefatti, ovvero questi qua, l'Emblem of Severed Fate e lo Shimenawa's Reminiscence. Ho provato a trovarne un paio perché sono quelli che vorrei dare a Beidou, perché mi sembrano molto buoni, forse anche più del Thundering Fury, non tanto perché sono molto buoni su di lei, ma perché sono molto buoni su numerosi personaggi. E quindi a questo punto preferisco prendere un set che magari è leggermente meno forte su Beidou, ma che posso riutilizzare su qualsiasi altro personaggio, piuttosto che prendere il Thundering Fury su Beidou sprecandomi mille anni a trovare un artefatto abbastanza buono, tipo questo, che mi dà un po' tutto di quello di cui ho bisogno, ma che sia buono solo per lei, Fischl e basta. Quindi, insomma, mi sembra che la nuova tipologia di artefatti sia piuttosto interessante perché questa roba dell'energy recharge più l'aumento del danno in base all'energy recharge sarebbe già ottimale su personaggi come Jinkyu, per esempio, o anche su Zhangli, volendo, potrebbe essere interessante. Ipoteticamente, non lo so adesso, non so di preciso, però sicuramente su Jinkyu dovrebbe funzionare perché buona parte del suo power budget risulta sulla Q. Quindi avere un sacco di energy recharge e avere un sacco di danno che viene aumentato in base all'energy recharge dovrebbe essere abbastanza buono. Purtroppo non tanto altro, cioè non su tanti altri dei personaggi che ho al momento e che utilizzo, perché per esempio per Barbara mi interessa questo set con il max HP e basta. Su Sacrose mi interessa l'Elemental Mastery e un po' di Anemo Damage, ma più che altro... Vabbè, qua lo Swirl Damage Increase by 60% è interessante, ma quello importante è la diminuzione dell'Elemental Res, più l'Elemental Mastery, perché lei con i suoi talenti dovrebbe, se non sbaglio, esatto, ogni volta che colpisce con un'abilità, parte del suo Elemental Mastery viene passato a tutto il resto del party. Quindi insomma, dovrebbe essere giusto? Detto bene? Sì, esatto, quindi insomma è abbastanza forte. Se si stacca Elemental Mastery su di lei. Su Klee chiaramente non credo che sia altrettanto forte, però in generale il nuovo set è interessante. Purtroppo non ho trovato niente di particolarmente utile a riguardo, e quindi niente, si continua a grindare, anche se l'ho fatto credo ormai almeno una dozzina di volte, utilizzando esclusivamente le condensed resin, quindi è come se l'avessi fatto 24 volte di base. Insomma, non ci ho trovato niente di utile. Proseguiamo invece con la storia, perché siamo qui a salvare la gente a cui è stata sottratta la Vision, dopo che venerdì... No,
電
sì,
力
venerdì
量
abbiamo
将
aiutato...
軍の
Come
艦
vedere
隊
il
が
nome
入
del
った
Shogun.
の
Come vedere il nome...
稲
Ok.
妻の治安維持を任
Ok.
されてるメガリレーもあいつらが執行してるはずだなんで自分たちの仲間に手を出してるんだ
Ma sento io bassissimo o è solo la mia impressione?
わからない
Alzo un pochino.
あっちで何か騒ぎが起きてるぞ。行ってみよう。
Ok.
今月のお救い米、それを渡すかどうか聞いてるんだ。
俺たちみんなそれを頼りに生きてんだぞ。納得のいく説明をしてもらうまで帰れると思うな。
何度も言ったように俺はお救い米の
Ehi, ciao Matte.
まだ嘘をつく。
Ciao caro, come va?
命に関わる食料なんだ。お前たち武士に横領されるためのものじゃね
武士なら好き勝手できるってのかよ。屯領奉行所に行って告発してやる。
Come mai oggi così presto la live? Perché avevo il pomeriggio libero e quindi ho detto dai, facciamo una live anche oggi pomeriggio e poi ricominciamo anche stasera alle 9 come al solito. Passiamo a Death's Door stasera. Io bene bene, dai, sono contento. Come procedono le tue vacanze? Il piede sminchio come sta? Emergency provision like emergency food? Eh
え。
sì,
誰だ。
eh sì.
黒沢の仲間か。
いやいや、オイラたちはただの通りすがりだ。なんだか騒がしかったから何があったのか見に来たんだ。
そうか。ちょうどよかった。お前たちからも何か言ってやってくれ。こいつは黒沢っていう武士で幕府軍の人間だ。幕府軍はこの近くでお救い米を配っていて、こいつがその責任者でな。以前はこいつに会えばお救い米を分けてくれたのに、急にくれなくなったんだ。きっと欲に負けて食料を横領するつもりなんだよ。その食料がなきゃ俺たち飢え死にしちまうっていうのに。
俺たちの気持ちは考えてくれないのか。昔は心優しいお方だと思ってたのに、どうやら他の武士と同じで悪人だったみたいだな。道理で神の目も奪われるわけだ。雷電将軍もこんな奴に国を治める手助けをしてほしくないだろう。
こいつが綾香の言ってたやつか。でもなんで綾香はこんなやつの手助けをオイラたちにさせようとしてるんだ。
Perché c'è qualcosa sotto, Paimon,
この黒
ovviamente.
沢って武士がどう思って
infatti.
るのか聞いてみよう。
Mi stato facendo un processo alle intenzioni. Comunque, no, io vorrei. Datemi un attimo perché vorrei cambiare la luce dei LED. Sempre se trovo il telecomandino. Eh.
城内爆破は反省して
Dammi un attimo.
怪我人いるところに
che
陣団
cazzo
長あり。
Niente,
山火事は一貫の終わり。
proviamo così.
これはクレイの騎士団で生きるための
Ok,
心
Google.
得だよ。
Set lights to blue, please. Perfetto, ha funzionato.
爆
Nice.
弾持ちすぎ
Ok,
た
mi
の
piacciono
か
di più così.
な。
Il piede sminchio. Dai, sta migliorando, meno male, sono contento. Lo stai tenendo a riposo adesso?
何がお救い米だ。そんなこと聞かされてない。あいつらがどこからそんな噂を聞いたか知らないが、きっとそれを使って俺をたかりに来たんだ。俺にお救い米があるとしたら、こんなに貧しいわけないだろう。笑えるぜ。俺も食べるものにありつけてないってのに。用がないならもう言ってくれ。
Ok.
まだやることがあるんだ。
Se riesco passo stasera perché non faccio i compiti. Va bene, va bene. Bravo, bravo, tienilo a riposo. Ciao Matte, buona fortuna con i compiti. Io continuo a sbadigliare oggi perché ho un abbiocco devastante. Ho mangiato pizza per pranzo, sono appesantitissimo. E quindi il mio corpo reclama il sonno. Reclama la violenza del sonno.
仕事をサボってるとか、雷電将軍に忠実じゃないとか言って、俺
Ok.
の神の目を押収しやがった。
おかしいな。お前もメガリレーの執行者だろ。なんでメガリレーに不満を抱いてるんだ。
それは正直もう覚えてない。
Ah.
ただあの時は毎月何かをやっていたことだけは覚えてる。
Forse dare da mangiare a questi
今は
poveracci?
もうやる気すら起きないが、
E dico
忘れただけ
forse.
ならまだしも心がなんかモヤモヤするんだ。誰かに借りがあるのにそれを思い出せないみたいな。
お救い米と関係はあるのか。
Forse, che
お救い米の
dici?
横領なんてしてない。言っただろ。お救い米があったらこんな苦しい生活誰がするって言うんだ。それに俺の家はさっき砲塔団に強盗に入られたばかりだ。
Addirittura.
で砲塔団を追っている途中あいつらに止められたんだ。
Ah,
信じないって言うなら砲塔団どもを懲らしめて俺の家にお救い米があったかどうか聞いてみるといいさ。
嘘を言っているようには見えなかったな。でも確証はない。やっぱり砲塔団のやつを捕まえて聞いてみよう。砲塔団が残した痕跡をたどれば見つけられるはずだ。
no, comunque io non credo di farcela con le voci in giapponese. Non riesco a seguire correttamente i dialoghi, è troppo strano. A parte che ormai sono abituato a quelle inglesi, quindi nel senso... un po' mi fa strano, più che altro uno perché non riconosco i personaggi e due perché appunto sono ormai abituato. Ma non riesco a seguire proprio i dialoghi, cioè perché con quella inglese li capisco e quindi dico ok, vabbè. Non ho bisogno di leggere tutto, però boh, così non riesco.
これくらいどうってことね。今日の成果は俺たちが億万長者になる一歩目に過ぎないんだからな。今日ここからお前たちを引き連れ盗っ人の世界で偉業をなし一躍有名になってやるぜ。兄貴万歳。
どうやらあいつらがオイラたちの探してる砲塔団みたいだな。
Dai, facciamo un po' esplodere tutti.
相手を間違えたな。
ボンボン爆弾6308式ユニット。
Non ci è voluto tanto, dai.
なんでこんな俺の金が頑張って盗んできた俺たちの成果が。兄貴なんとかしてくれ。
そのいい身のこなしだな。
Sto cercando di reclutarmi, ma
俺た
scusa.
ちと大事をなす気はないか。
Dimenticatelo, dici dove hai messo la roba di
黒
Kurosawa.
沢。ああ覚えてるぜ。まさかあいつに言われてきたのか。くそなんてついてないんだ。あんなやつの家なんかに寄るんじゃなかったぜ。
黒沢の家はどうだったんだよ。食料がたくさんあったんだろ。
食料んなもんねえよ。汚ねえ家の中だったぜ。そういえば一つだけ変わった箱があったな。きっと宝が入ってんだろう。他の奴らに見られたくなかったから戻ってから開けようと思ったんだが、そんな時にお前らに捕まっちまった。
Scusate, messaggi da Telegram.
いっそこの箱で手を打つってのはどうだ。
まだ
Ah,
少しは誠意が残ってるみたいだな。
addirittura
開けてみてくれ。
il box per la vostra salvezza, non lo so, per la vostra libertà.
借用書。
それに
Yos?
たくさん
Che cazzo sono Yos?
雑貨店の葵さんから借りたお金の借用書みたいだ。うわ、
Oddio.
結構な大金だぞ。
Cazzo Yos?
一体どういうことなんだろう。雑貨店に行って聞いてみようぜ。おい、お前たちはもう行っていいぞ。もうこんなこと
Diglielo, Paimon, diglielo.
ありがとうございます、若頭。借用書で手を打てたってことは俺たち儲かったんじゃないか。
早くずらかるぞ。
Credo che siano tipo dei buoni, dei titoli. Vediamo se... Accept. Ah, I owe you. Ok, praticamente è un pagherò. To pay back that. Sì, praticamente sono delle cambiali, una specie di cambiali. Ok. Ok, ok. Che strano. Va bene. Andiamo a vedere di cosa si tratta allora. Ah, cazzo, non ho ancora sbloccato il coso lì dentro. Come ci arrivo io lì su? Un bel casino. Devo farmi tutto il giro qui, vero? A meno che non passo da qui. Ok, forse da qui dovrei riuscire. C'è proprio la... Artefatti? Ah, un'arma. Va bene. Accettiamo comunque. Non altrettanto utile, ma vabbè. Cos'è questo simbolo? Strano, non l'ho mai visto. Ah, ok, no, qua siamo dove era il coso. Ok, aspetta, prima prendiamo il waypoint e poi proseguiamo la missione. Eccoci qua. Adesso, dicevamo,
何でもありなつくも物、何かお求めですか？それとも何か聞きたいことでもあるのでしょうか？黒沢さんのお友達でしたか？お
forse.
客様は黒沢さんの代わりに借金を返しに来たのですか？
いや、
Così dovrebbe
オイ
andare
ラた
bene.
ちはただこの借用書のことを知りたくて。黒沢さんはどうしてこんなにモラを借りたんだ？ここで何か貴重なものでも買ったのか？
そうですね。黒沢さんは定期的にここで大量の食料を購入されています。上からの配
Ok.
給ではなく彼自身のモラで。しかし近頃は食料も値段が上がり、黒沢さん自身の俸禄では足りなくなったのでしょう。
Quindi non
その
erano da
時から
parte dello
借用書
Stato
で
questi
モラを借りながら
aiuti
以前と同
a
じ
livello
量
di
の食料を
cibo.
交換
Se
す
li
るようにな
comprava
りまし
lui
た。
per regalarli alla
今って
gente.
そういう経緯だったんだな。
Oh
で
boy.
もなんで昔と同じ量を買ってたんだ？食料の値段が上がったんなら
Evidentemente no, Paimon. Cioè, che cazzo di domanda è?
考えてもみてください。お救い米を受け取りに行く人々はその食料がどれほどの期間持つか事前に考えておくのが普通ですよね。昼夜問わず綿密な計画をしたにもかかわらず手に入ったのが予想より少なかったらきっとがっかりするでしょう。黒沢さんはそういう思いをさせたくなかったんだと思います。人々の気持ちを大事に思い、借金をしてでも以前と同じ量の食料を変えてきたのです。
過去に渡してきた食料は黒沢さんが全部自分で買ったものだったのか。
Quanto pare sì, Paimon.
周囲の人から感謝されるどころかずっと責められて。
人
Già,
の態
che
度
roba
は
triste.
自身の置かれている状況によって変わるものです。生きるということに関してほとんどの人は他のことに気を回す余裕がなくなります。私からすれば黒沢さんがお救い米の出所を最初から話していればこのような面倒事も減っていたと思います。もちろん減るだけですが、彼がしたことは花から骨折り損のくたびれ儲けです。彼がどうしてお金を払ってお救い米を買ったのか、どうしてそれを公表して感謝されることをしなかったのか。
Beh, ci teneva al popolo, evidentemente. Non è uno
もし
stronzo.
気になるのでしたら黒沢さんに直接聞いてみてはいかがでしょう。
Ha perso la memoria dopo che gli hanno tolto la
そういえ
vision.
ば彼は神の目を押収されたばかりでしたね。
Mm-mm.
それは厄介ですね。もし借金を返せないのでしたら
Oh
彼
no.
が大事にしていた刀を売るしかないかもしれません。
刀？なんだそれ。
黒沢さんから聞いていませんか？一年中身につけているほど彼には大事な刀があるんです。私も昔彼にその刀の来歴を聞いたのですが、
Oh
これは
boy.
父から譲り受けたものでどんな高値でも売らないとだけ言われました。当時は少し残念に思ったほどです。何せ私はこの世の万物は
Certo che tu però un po' sei stronza, potresti...
の
Non
モラを払えば
lo so,
何でも
fai uno
買えると思ってい
sconticino
ま
su
したので、
su quei
黒
pagherò.
沢さんに刀の事情を聞いてみてください。あなた方の探している答えはその刀にあるかもしれま
Ah,
せん。
dici che della spada si
もち
ricorda?
ろん その前にこちらでのお会計を済ませてくださいね。
Qual è il bill?
オイラたち
Infatti,
何も買って
che
ない。
cazzo vuoi da me? Oh, non arrivava questa qua.
情報も売り
Ma
物も
vaffanculo te!
そうです。
Te le informazioni.
ああ、確かに黒沢さんの情報は高くはつきませんね。特別
2000 mora,
少なくとも
vabbè.
お救い米の事情が分かったんだ。それ本人に聞いてみよう。
Ups.
何か思い出すかもしれない。
Dai, andiamo a vedere. Ui.
Ore, お前一人しかいないのか？さっきの二人は。
まだ続けるなら刀を抜くと言ったら
おー
二人とも言ったよ。
Attenzione.
やっぱりこいつは言葉で話すよりも便利だ。
No, sta diventando stronzo pure lui.
俺もこれからは。そういえば報道団のことはもう調べたのか。俺が嘘をついてないのが分かっただろう。
だいたいこんな感じだ。お前は確かにお救い米を配ってたけど、自分のお金で買ったものだったんだ。
どうして昔の俺はそんなやつだったのか。
Quanto pare.
全く覚えがない。今お前たちに言われ振り返ってみても何も思い出せない。昔の俺はどうしてそんなことをやってたんだ。骨折り損じゃないか。理解できない。
Perché sei un
確か
cucciolino.
にさっきこの刀を握ってあの二人を脅そうとした時、体が本能的に抵抗するのを感じた。
Possiamo dare
こ
un'occhiata?
の刀、昔は俺の
questo
親
lo
父が
sappiamo.
台頭していたものだったんだ。小さい頃、親父からそれを盗んで近所のガキたちの前で見せびらかしたのを覚えてる。その後親父にこっぴどく叱られたがな。親父はなんて言ってたっけ。おかしい。また思い出せなくなった。
Forse che questa spada non è un giocattolo? Che non dovresti fare questi
忘
casini?
れたような気がするんだ。記憶のところどころに大きな空白があって、どうやっても思い出せない。ただ、親父はこの刀には自分の心情があるって言ってたのを覚えてる。親父が亡くなる直前、その刀を俺に渡した。その時に言ってくれたんだ。この刀を持てばきっと。
あれ、よく見ると刀の柄に何か文字が刻んであるぞ。旅人、何が刻んであるのかわかるか？
Virtù e giustizia.
それだったらこの状況も説明がつくような気がするな。借金をしてでも他人の幸せを願う。それが俺にとっての最大の願いだったんだろう。
Oh.
だが仁義なんて何になる。そ
Lo
の道
so.
に従って自分の金で
Lo so, frate, ma che dobbiamo farci?
天領奉行に神の目を奪われ、俺が助けていた人々からも理解されない。なのにあいつらに刀を向けた時、それでも心が痛んだ。これ以上の皮肉はないだろう。俺は善人になんかなれない。悪人にも。じゃあ俺は一体どうすればいいんだ。
こいつも
Cucciolo.
かわいそうな人だったんだな。
Lo so.
借金のことはトーマに相談してみよう。シャブ業なら支援してくれるだろ。大事な刀を売るわけにはいかないからな。
Quanto odio quando fanno queste doppie scelte che non hanno senso da solo. Is no trifling matter. Che vuol dire? Cioè, immagina di dire, ok, dobbiamo andare a parlare. Non è una cosa da poco. Cosa? Abbiamo detto che dobbiamo andare a parlare. Non è una cosa da poco. Che cazzo vuol dire?
おう、願いを失うのって
Che fastidio.
恐ろしいことなんだな。お前に神の目がなくてよかった。
Sì, in effetti sono fortunato.
だった人のところに行こ
Ok, anche questo è andato, quindi, cioè, semplicemente sti cazzi. Vabbè, sfortunato lui, mi spiace. Next. Ci sta. La 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 la. Io mi sa che rimetterei l'inglese, però. Rimettere l'inglese perché è bellino il giapponese, per carità di Dio, ma non capisco un cazzo. Faccio fatica, faccio... Oh no, devo restartare il gioco? Oh no. Oh no, l'ho fatto immediatamente. Ma allora? Ma scusa? Ma cosa mi dici mai allora? Vabbè. Però effettivamente ha detto alcuni cambiamenti. Forse durante le cutscene si sentirà ancora in giapponese? Adesso vediamo. Vabbè.
The third person who had
No,
their vision
perfetto.
taken is supposed to be a famous sword master around these parts.
Meglio Paimon in inglese, dai, non diciamo cazzate, per favore.
Make your shisui art. Sounds pretty impressive. This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some people around. Let's go talk to them.
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end, didn't he?
Maybe. I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him. This time, though...
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain in no time.
Hey there. Did something happen?
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately!
Fratme,
Don't make me
con
draw my
calma.
blade. You won't live to regret it.
Che paura!
You
Ci
guys
stiamo
are-
cacando
we
sotto.
just came here to,
Diventare discepoli, sì. Sì, quello lì, sì.
We've heard all about the mighty master of Make Your Shisui art. It's the whole reason we came all this way, to seek him out and ask him to train us. But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed or something?
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're from around here.
Forse perché non lo siamo?
Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people
Forse.
trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on high alert. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on any new disciples for the time being.
Possiamo aspettare che si ripigli.
I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail. Then you can decide whether to stay or to leave. Sensei's name is Domon, a name I'm sure you've already heard. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters, never losing a single fight. He once
faccelo
said that his
cazzo.
goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us, and we trained hard, determined to keep up with him. But then,
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since.
Ci
He
credo.
says the strangest things over and over, and he refuses to let us train. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's been possessed by an evil spirit.
No.
So we've asked the shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine to perform an exorcism. But if I'm honest, I still have my doubts over whether he'll completely recover.
The Grand Narukami Shrine? What's that?
you haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head
Madonna.
shrine maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty shogun herself. Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have clear power and authority to perform an exorcism. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be just fine. The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch if you're interested.
So, losing your vision can cause possession? Guess we should come back this evening and see for ourselves.
Perché forse non è posseduto. Che dici, Paimon? Cioè... Aspettiamo, ok, 18-24. A posto, andiamo alle 21. Ok. Rieccoci. Salve.
So you decided to come.
Abbastanza.
It's a good thing you didn't arrive any earlier. You would have had to witness Sensei in one of his fits of madness.
Oh.
Just now, when Nanako was attending to him, she heard him whispering a few names to himself. When she asked him who the people were, he suddenly looked panic-stricken and pushed her away. It looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his ears and looking frantically around him with bloodshot eyes.
Quando è che si pesta qualcuno qua?
We kept calling those
Dai, che
names.
se no non mi sveglio.
Some of them we knew, others we didn't recognize. But they all seemed to be the names of sword masters he had defeated in the past. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's, his senior, in fact. But Sensei defeated him in a duel many years ago, and he has been a wanderer ever since.
Magari ha barato e adesso si
Sensei
sente in
wouldn't stop
colpa.
calling his name. Thankfully, the shrine maidens managed to subdue him,
Come subdue?
so the exorcism can finally continue.
Ma scusa?
The ritual has now begun. All we can do is patiently await the result. Here's hoping Sensei will be back to his normal self very soon. Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water. If he
Dai.
wakes up, he is sure to be thirsty.
E quindi ci infiliamo così, durante un esorcismo, perché... No? Eh? Che succede? Che l'è? Era lui? No, non credo.
Who's that sneaking around? Uh-oh. Could they be here to mess up the exorcism?
Forse è
Don't
Anzai?
let them get away with it. Come on, let's go after them.
Può essere che sia Anzai? Corri, veloce.
Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up?
Ovvio.
Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up.
Dove sta? Eccolo qua.
Suspicious person.
Ciao.
How?
Che vuoi? Tu sei Anzai, dai,
How did
palesemente.
you catch up with me so quickly?
Davvero sei già esausto? Ho fatto 2 passi e
Are you
mezzo.
sure you're Domon's disciples? You move even quicker than he does.
Modesti a parte.
Unless
Tesoro, con chi pensi di avere a
guess
che
it's been a
fare?
few years. Maybe his skills have improved again.
Non proprio.
Excuse me. We're the ones asking the questions here. First off, who are you? And what are you doing sneaking around these parts? You seem like bad news, mister.
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with Domon back in the day, long before you ever showed up. I don't care to talk about that time anymore. But if you must know, I am Domon's senior.
Sei Anzai? Non mi di... C'è il plot twist, raga!
Anzai.
Ma
Yes,
che
that's
genialà! No, non me lo sarei mai aspettato. Mai e poi mai. Perché sei scappato?
because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him ever again. When we were young, we trained under the same sword master, studying Make-Yoshi Sui art together. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable older disciple.
E poi...
Practitioners of Make-Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. So the majority of disciples are indifferent to rank and reward. I was no exception. But Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face, how to become the best in the world.
Ci
Sensei
sta.
scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best sword master, barely days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind. and that this would impede him from ever mastering the blade. I
Giustamente.
thought so too at the time, but Domon began making swift progress in his training and even started catching up with me. Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the sword, and nothing could deter him from this goal, no matter what stood in his way.
Sure sounds like he meant business. So how come you don't want to ever see him again?
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of Meikyo Shisui art. Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Everyone had high expectations for me.
E poi l'hai presa in culo.
Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match, but my pride and my status too. I fled the dojo that day and never looked back. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately that match used up every last ounce of energy in his body. After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down, though, I still respected his mastery of the blade and his commitment to the art of the sword. So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to dismiss them as false. How could he, of all people, have lost his mind? His mind was the sharpest of them all. He had practiced Meikyo Shisui art to perfection.
E invece ha perso la
I
visione,
decided
quindi ha
to
perso anche la
quietly come
testa.
and see if it were true. Then, to my complete astonishment, I heard him call my name. I thought mine was a name he had long since forgotten.
Ma come,
So
scusami?
you see, I came here not to cause him any harm. I just wanted to see for myself.
Ok, fair enough.
Okay, you've heard my story. You should get back now. The exorcism is probably finishing.
Seems like we got it wrong this time. He wasn't here to mess up the
Parla per
exorcism
te.
at all.
Parla per te,
Still,
Primus.
Paimon's not sure we should bring him back with us. Let's go see how the exorcism's coming along.
Ciao, miciozzo. Un miciozzo fra le gambe. Torniamo alla sede dell'esorcismo. Dove cazzo era qua? Eccoci qua.
What? You're saying he isn't possessed? Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible? No, I refuse to believe it. Something's clearly wrong.
Nanako, please, try not to get agitated.
I'm sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any
Lascia stare le cuffie.
malignant spirit having possessed Domon.
No, ma
But
chi l'avrebbe mai
spirits
detto?
may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. Thus, I dare not rule out possession with complete certainty. And all is certainly not lost, for I received word not long ago that Lady Yai has taken an interest in your sensei's case.
Attenzione.
Lady Yai? Is that the same Lady Yai that I think you mean?
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's wonderful news! Then Sensei will be sure to recover.
E invece,
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant experience in the exorcism of evil spirits and aversion of great calamities. I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei, but Lady Yai can give a conclusive verdict.
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask, should we prepare a greeting gift for Lady Yai?
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand
fare tardi che abbiamo roba da fare qua, per favore.
Does not like
Tempo
to
e
be kept
denaro.
waiting.
Esatto.
I must leave now, but we will meet soon at the shrine. I wish Domon a full and speedy recovery.
Sì. No, dai.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself
Poi
would
voglio
have
fare due
taken notice
chiacchiere
of
su
our
queste tre
sensei's case?
missioni delle persone
Do you mean
senza
to say
vision,
that
eh?
Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve Lady Yai's attention?
Aia. Nanako se l'è presa.
No, that's not what I meant at all. You misunderstand me. I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine maiden. She has direct and close contact with the almighty Shogun herself. Anyway, you should join
Ah
us
sì?
too, tomorrow.
Sì.
Given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei, we, the disciples of Meikyo Shisui Art, will do our best to help you.
Ci hanno incontrato letteralmente 2 ore fa. Abbiamo parlato con loro 2 volte. Non hanno neanche idea di come cazzo ci chiamiamo. Però ci chiedono di venire con loro. Vabbè. Dobbiamo fare 2 chiacchiere su questa storia.
Sure. After all, everyone seems pretty excited about Lady
Su
Yai.
questa storia e su anche le
We're
altre 2
curious to meet
precedenti.
her too. Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find out a thing or two about the Raiden Children from her.
Va bene, datemi un attimo però ad sciacquarmi la faccia perché sennò davvero mi addormento in piedi. Mi addormento così in piedi come sto. Rieccomi. Allora, oh, guarda dove sta. Questo qua l'ho preso giusto oggi, questo checkpoint. È stato un dito in culo devastante. Sono contento di averlo preso stamattina e non avervelo dovuto far vedere adesso. Perché vi faccio vedere. Cioè, qua tu vedi, bello il posticino, carino, no? Il coso, ok, bla bla bla. Qua c'è tutta la cosa per salire, eccetera, eccetera, bla bla bla. Ma io me lo sono fatto a piedi. Cioè, a piedi, me lo sono fatto scalando. Guarda dove cazzo sta sto posto. Guarda qua. Io mi sono fatto una scalata che voi non avete idea. È stato un bordello. Io non lo sapevo che c'era qualcosa. Aspetta. Opla. Passiamo? No. Fuck, ce ne servono 2, vero? Mi sa di sì. Sì, ce ne servono 2. Peccato, vabbè. Comunque io me lo sono fatto letteralmente dal piano terra fino a qua sopra. Bel ditino in culo, lo devo ammettere. Adesso, dove dobbiamo andare? Qua. Perfetto, easy peasy.
Do you think that's Lady Yai?
Attenzione.
Oh, no wonder Junyo is so excited. She has a really striking presence. Also, is it just Paimon? Or did she look right at us just now? It was probably nothing. It's not like she's ever seen us before.
E invece...
Keep away. Keep away from me. I gave up the art of the sword. Please, let me go, I beg you.
Come I gave up the art of the sword.
Lady Yai, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have lost to him in duels past, gathered all around him to persecute him.
Lady Yai, it must be a possession, right?
Sembrerebbe
This is nothing
effettivamente.
like him at all. In the past, no matter what came his way, he would always face it with a confident smile.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil spirit.
Attenzione.
Then does that mean he...
È pazzo in culo, sì.
Yes. This is a change in the person himself.
Allora, il tuo
Unable
modo
to
di
cope with
parlare
the
non mi
tremendous
piace.
pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he finally descended into madness. As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against his predicament, it does nothing to prevent his descent into the depths. As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision. For to be stripped of one's vision is to be stripped of one's ambition.
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Yi, even without his ambition, why should he suffer such a dramatic change? How does that explain his descent into madness?
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art, does it not? Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that would be if any in this world could ever hope to achieve it. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior.
Oh.
And then there was an aged swordmaster who was aggrieved enough that he crossed blades with a disciple he himself had taught. Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow disciple, and defeated them both? Can one truly remain unagitated, of still mind in moments such as these?
Lady, I'm not sure I understand.
The path of the Swordmaster is filled with twists and turns. It is no small undertaking to pursue the position of greatest Swordmaster in the world. It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down the hopes and dreams of others, even those of one's closest companions. Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to rise above the pain of these encounters, to focus on the way ahead. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. As he battled his growing anxiety, he slowly descended into the state you see him in now. Much like a certain fatally flawed friend of mine.
Poor Sensei. To think he's been suffering so greatly.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
Oh.
Father, Sensei, Onsai.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Onsai? Where did he come from? Did he follow us the whole way here?
Onsai, why are there two of you? Is that you or a ghost? You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew it would come. I never should have.
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly.
Ma perché, scusami? Cioè, ti ha fregato la cioè, ti ha battuto fair and square.
It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You did nothing wrong that day.
Infatti.
I couldn't face the humiliation. That's why I ran. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambitions short, we entrusted them to you, in the hopes that they might carry you further. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, since you've been stripped of your ambitions too. But that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way of the sword all the way to the highest peak. You taught them that, didn't you?
But what if one day, the same thing happens to them? I put everything I had into trying to become the best. But what if it was all a huge mistake right from the start? If there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay where they are now than go any further down this path.
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the pirates, I told myself I would follow in your footsteps for the rest of my days. I can't know whether I will suffer in my future as you do now. All I know is that here and now, in the present, I wish to continue. I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone with my head held high and announce that I, like my sensei Domon before me, am a master of Meikyo Shisui art.
Oh.
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually, all of us think that way.
Oh, siete due. Siete in due stronzi.
Well,
You see? You can place the ambition you once had in their hands. Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me, so I can't claim to understand it. But I do know what it feels like to have your ambitions crushed. That's what happened on the day that you so effortlessly defeated me. So, just as I once placed my ambitions onto you, it is time for you to release yours into their custody. You are not in the same position that I was. When I left, I add nothing to my name. But you have a great number of worthy disciples.
I understand. I'm sorry to have made you worry for me, and for the state of Miyakyoshi, sweetheart. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. The emptiness and suffering inside of me will not abate, so I cannot hope to still my mind and be free of agitation.
Oh,
but
okay.
as your sensei, I shall commit to imparting unto you everything I have learned in my life so far. This is my promise. And I humbly ask Anzai, my senior, to hold me to my word.
You can count on that. I'd be checking in on you occasionally anyway, just to make sure you hadn't lost your mind again. But I am now used to the life of a wanderer. I do not belong in the dojo anymore, so I will simply stop by once in a while to make sure you aren't cutting any corners with them.
Che carino.
Well, don't just stand there staring at me. Say thank you to Lady Yai and then get yourself back home.
Quindi lui si è risolto.
So
È l'unico che si è risolto lui.
taken away, his disciples can take it over on his behalf.
Infatti.
Guess that sort of solves this one, huh?
Infatti è la migliore risoluzione che potessimo chiedere.
Traveler, a moment, please.
Ecco.
Lady Yai has some words for you.
So, my intuition was correct. The wind that blows from afar carries fresh life to these shores.
Quello che hai detto tu,
For
c'hai
us to
assolutamente
meet now
ragione.
is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment.
Modestia a parte. E quindi? Basta? Finita qua?
I have high hopes for you, child. Don't disappoint me.
Ooh, Lady Yai seems to have taken a real interest in you. She seems super mysterious. Paimon's so curious what she really meant by all that. We can come back to it another time. For now, we should go report back to Miss Kamisato.
Sì, che abbiamo finalmente finito sta caccata. Allora, parliamo un attimino di queste tre missioni. Oh, siamo già arrivati all'Adventure Rank 47. Intanto che andiamo a recuperare i reward. Parliamo un attimino di queste tre missioni. Allora, il piano a livello narrativo, con questa lucentezza bianchissima, è chiaro. O meglio, era chiaro già dal momento in cui Kamisato ci aveva chiesto, Ayaka ci aveva chiesto questo favore, no? Era chiaro che il suo obiettivo fosse andare a farci parlare con queste tre persone che avevano perso la vision, farci intenerire, o comunque darci un motivo per il quale il Traveler potesse cambiare idea, e poi farci unire alla sua rivoluzione, diciamo. Cosa ci dà il 47? Oh, un Noblesse Oblige. E anche 2 Fragile Resin, non male. 50.000 mora, che schifo non fanno. Vediamo un po' questo Noblesse Oblige. Dove stanno? Qua, qua. Dov'è? Eccolo qua. Attacco HP, Elemental Master e HP. Una cacata, perfetto. Molto bene. Dicevo, il piano a livello narrativo era chiaro, voleva farci intenerire in modo che il Summoner cambiasse idea. Ci sta, perché il Summoner, per qualche motivo che io ancora non ho capito, da quando è arrivato a Inazuma è diventato uno stronzo, o una stronza, come si preferisce. There's no need for it now, though. Ormai riconosco memoria. Va bene, plausibile, chiaro. Allunga un po' il brodo. Allunga un po' il brodo perché se il Traveler avesse fatto esattamente come ha fatto in Liyue Harbor e come ha fatto in Mondstadt, avrebbe detto dai, va bene, vi aiutiamo perché sappiamo che strappare via le vision dalle persone è una cosa cattiva e quindi non si fa, e quindi vi aiutiamo. Non gli piaceva, volevamo allungare il brodo, va bene, facciamolo. Ci ha dato queste tre missioni. La prima è stata abbastanza interessante, ok? Perché ci dava bene o male un approfondimento sul come le persone vivono dopo che è stata strappata a loro la vision. Silenzio, grazie. Mettiamo Sacros che parla di meno di solito. La prima missione ci stava, perché era la prima, quindi ti dava nuove informazioni. Ok, bellissimo. La seconda anche ci stava molto bene, perché è durata pochissimo. Ha aggiunto un pochino su quella cosa, nel senso che oltre a dire ehi, puoi perdere la memoria, ti ha dimostrato che il perdere la memoria può anche farti cambiare proprio come persona, no? Perché prima era il soldato buono che si metteva in debito pur di dare da mangiare al proprio popolo, e poi è diventato il soldato che quando è scazzato tira fuori la lama e ti dice se non ti levi dal cazzo ti sgarro. Ci sta, bello. Bello perché? Perché è durata 5 minuti esatti. Abbiamo parlato col soldato, ci ha detto una roba, siamo andati a recuperare l'oggetto dagli orders, quindi abbiamo un piccolo combattimento nel mezzo, ok, bellino. Poi vai a parlare con il proprietario la proprietaria della locanda e poi torni a parlare con il coso. Tempo totale 7 minuti massimo. Per questa missione invece abbiamo vai a parlare con il tizio che ti dice ma è posseduto, e tu sai benissimo che non è posseduto. Poi vedi uno che si allontana, forse quello è un cattivo, sai benissimo che non è un cattivo perché stava parlando di lui 2 secondi prima, quindi vai a rincorrerlo, parla anche con lui, ti dà background completamente inutile sul personaggio e sul sensei di cui praticamente non te ne frega un cazzo. Perfetto, poi vai lì e lui ti dice guarda non era posseduto, strano, però c'è la signorina lì, quella importante che potrebbe essere interessata, e quindi questo ti dice vieni anche tu all'incontro, tu che non sei un cazzo di nessuno per loro, che non li conosci neanche, ti invitano come ospite, vabbè, ok, chiaramente era una necessità per introdurre il personaggio di Miko, ok? Perché evidentemente è un personaggio importante che poi andremo a rivedere sicuramente più avanti, mi verrebbe da dire. Pessimo modo di farlo però, perché mi hai fatto una missione lunga, una missione noiosa, una missione senza combattimenti, una missione insulsa, perché la maggior parte delle cose che dicono non ha un cazzo di senso, una missione che ti dice una cosa ma tu sai benissimo che è diversamente. Insomma, la terza missione è stata una cagata e basta. Tutto questo perché? Perché così ti fai mezz'ora di gioco in più. No, non me ne frega un cazzo di farmi mezz'ora di gioco in più. Non me ne frega un cazzo. Non me ne frega un cazzo. Non aveva senso di esistere. Hanno dovuto inserire Miko e te l'hanno fatta vedere così. Vabbè. Passi. Però non mi è piaciuto. Ayaka? Presidente? Presidente? Ah? Là. Ciao caro. Oh, finalmente la vediamo, Ayaka. Se solo non ti avessi già vista 1000 volte nel banner, ma ciao. Carina, lei comunque, bellina.
Traveler, Paimon. It is a pleasure to finally meet you both face to face.
Bene.
I have heard all about how you helped our 3 friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Il danno fatto dal perdere la visione non può essere completamente riparato.
Yeah, short of getting them their visions back, it seems like there's no way to really help them. Ayaka,
Genere 4, perché ho ancora l'abbiocco, Dio santo?
Because now that you have done the 3 things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends. As you will observe, I dispense with the screen for Toma also.
Wait a second. But isn't Toma your, servant? Paimon's happy to help and all, but Paimon sure as heck did not sign up to be a servant.
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend, and was so before he ever became my attendant.
Oh.
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are behind the screen. Alright, we can be friends.
Friend request accepted, cos'è Facebook?
Thank you both kindly. Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. What are your feelings on what you have seen?
I hope they can one day be free from their torment.
Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as the almighty Shogun, the lives of those who inhabit the world are inconsequential.
Thunder's roar, lightning's flash, the wind's assault, and the rain's descent. All these things take place with no regard for the feelings of the common people. But I believe that surely you understand what they must endure.
Beh, sì.
It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. In which case, perhaps you would be willing to reconsider your stance?
Oh, ma dai, ha cambiato idea, chi se lo sarebbe mai aspettato?
You
Va bene,
will?
ti aiutiamo.
Really?
Ma devi mantenere la promessa che ci hai fatto.
Naturally.
All right, bravo, my lady. You were right all along.
See? I told you she wouldn't reject them. I'd placed my trust in the right person after all. Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of a more confidential nature, perhaps we could move to the Komori Tea House? We ought not to involve other members of the Yashiro Commission.
What? Che succede? Caricamento pesante?
Here we are again.
Please continue without me. I'll keep watch.
What? Cosa ha caricato?
So, what's the deal with this place anyway? What makes it your favorite meeting spot?
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. The Kamisato clan has the exclusive right to plan, build, and repair any property on this land, and even to allow or deny access.
Oh.
Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing ceremonial affairs. Oftentimes, it is not appropriate to discuss details in front of bystanders.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Gotta keep a bit of mystery, right?
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline, our forebears built a tea house here. Only members of the Yashiro Commission are permitted to come and go as they please.
Makes sense. Perfect place for a secret base.
In any case, we can talk freely here. I presume you have a few questions that you wish to ask me?
No. Ah, vabbè. Che tipo di divinità è il Raiden Shogun?
The Almighty Shogun. I've seen her on but only a few occasions, most of them formal ceremonies. She inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense of absolute authority. But as I recall, there was something else about her that struck me even more deeply. It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, she appeared to me to be less of a ruler and more of, well, an executive official, I suppose. Focused exclusively on her single goal of implementing eternity, acting accordingly without feeling.
Is no one else? Nessun altro sta combattendo il Vision Hunt
The
Decree?
issue is this. For the vast majority of people, the Vision Hunt Decree is something that has no implications whatsoever.
Beh, effettivamente.
After all,
Cazzo
it
gliene
is but
frega
a
loro.
tiny minority of people who receive visions.
Comprensibile in realtà.
Moreover, it is not unknown for visions to spark jealousy in others. Because of this, the attitude of most people towards the Vision Hunt Decree is one of indifference.
How can they be like that? Paimon's getting mad.
Nevertheless, in addition to us, there is also the resistance on Watatsumi Island.
Resistance? You mean like an army fighting against the decree?
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together under Sangonomiya on Watatsumi Island to form a resistance group. To say a little more about Sangonomiya, historically, there has always been some conflict between them and the shogunate of Narukami Island due to their different belief systems. But I do wonder whether there may be some other agenda behind their resistance movement, beyond merely fighting the Vision Hunt Decree.
Hai mai provato a opporti formalmente al Vision Hunt Decree?
Of course. We have tried on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, each time a proposal to repeal the decree arrives at Tenshukaku, it is promptly vetoed by both the Tenryou Commission and the Kanjo Commission, and subsequently scrapped. They invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support for the Shogun's decisions. They have no interest in discussing anything.
Che cosa
It
stupida.
almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the Shogun's sudden decision to issue the Vision
Ah,
Hunt decree.
addirittura. Non ho altre domande.
Ooh, Paimon has a question though.
Vai, spara, Paimon.
Oh? What would you like to know, Paimon?
Have you got a plan yet to fight the Vision Hunt decree?
To be honest,
Ma
we do
cosa?
not.
Ma come?
What?
Ci hai fatto entrare in una
Do not forget
confraternita
that
che non sa neanche
challenging
che
the
cazzo
Vision
vuole
Hunt decree
fare.
is tantamount to challenging a deity.
E chi se ne
Coming
fotte?
to terms with that is already a difficult step to take.
Prendiamo a schiaffi, che ci vuole?
So what are we gonna do?
Well, for the moment, all we can do is try and reduce the harm that is being caused by this decree. For example, by providing vision bearers with safe refuge, or manufacturing counterfeit visions for them as a contingency measure.
You're telling Paimon that there are people out there who can make fake visions?
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, their counterfeits are indistinguishable from the genuine article.
Must have been where Venti went? In che senso? Perché Venti che aveva fatto per far finta di perdere la sua vision? Ne voglio anch'io una finta.
The problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who was providing us with counterfeit visions, has recently been arrested by the Tenryou Commission.
Ah, porca puttana, che sfiga.
So they found out about it? Ugh.
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term solution, and that it was only a matter of time before it would be exposed. But we cannot simply abandon Master Masakatsu.
Lui ha salvato un sacco di persone.
I feel the same way. But given mine and Toma's identities as part of the Yashiro Commission, breaking him out of prison would risk dragging down the reputation of the entire Kamisato clan should we be caught. That would only serve to cast suspicion on any future activity we might seek to attempt.
E quindi indovina chi deve andare a fare tutto sto casino?
By no means do we intend to place the burden of such a task on your shoulders alone.
Attenzione,
When you are
particolare
ready,
sta scelta.
go to Hanamizaka and look for a fireworks shop run by the Nagonohara family. There, you will find someone who can help you.
Fireworks Shop? Mi stai dicendo che, che probabilmente ci sarà quel personaggio che usa i fuochi d'artificio come attacchi? Può essere? Non si combatte da 2 ore e mezza.
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with me. If you think your elemental powers are enough to resist the Vision Hunt decree, then you'd better think again. Believe me, you're not the first of your kind we've encountered, and we've seen the same unpleasant outcome time after time. You'd best save yourself the trouble.
Can't you make an exception? I just got this vision. I won't even use it, I promise.
So this is the Vision Hunt decree in action,
Ah,
huh?
finalmente.
We can't just sit around and watch things unfold, can we?
Esatto. No.
Wait. Huh? There's someone trying
È
to
proprio
get our
lei.
attention. Come on, this way.
Perché c'è una Yaka che mi chiede di giocare insieme.
Can't you see we need to go help? Shh, quiet. Just sit tight and watch for a moment. Hey, this isn't right, you know. Just because you don't have a vision doesn't mean you can sit back and watch others in trouble. Huh? Hey, wait! You do have a vision! Shh! If you don't keep your voice down, I won't have one much longer.
All right. Here, take it.
È finta?
Wise choice. All right, let's go.
What should we do now? He's already given up his vision. Doesn't he know what could happen to him after losing it? This is your fault. You're the one who stopped us from intervening.
Paimon, stai zitta un attimo, ti prego.
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure I would have lost it.
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
No, nessuno. No, non è che siamo stati fregati noi. Siete stati fregati voi, che siete delle deficienti. Era ovvio che fosse vinto.
Oh, so that's what's going on here. And to think Paimon was about to unleash Paimonial wrath on Miss Yoimiya. Sorry about that.
Think nothing of it. I could tell from your reaction we were on the same side. You just didn't know it, you know? Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yoimiya, the current owner of Naganohara Fireworks. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Great to meet ya.
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya. She's the queen of the summer festival. Without her and her fireworks, summer on Narukami Island just wouldn't be the same.
Whoa, that's quite the introduction. Paimon loves fireworks. It's nice to meet you.
Stop it, Hanjiro. You'll embarrass
Lui c'ha
me.
sempre la faccia incazzata
As for thanking
comunque.
me,
Fisso.
you'd be better off thanking Master Masakatsu. He's the one that gave me the fake visions in the first place. His handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision. Whew, I can't even imagine trying to run the business without it. Ugh.
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a good man. It's too bad good people seldom get the recognition they deserve.
Già.
Master Masakatsu?
Huh? Do you guys know him too?
Sì, Miskamisato ce ne ha parlato.
Then it sounds like the Shirasagi Himegimi has a plan.
Himegimi.
I've been thinking about breaking him out too
Fa
recently.
ridere Himegimi.
But if I just marched straight in there by myself, I'd probably get Miss Kamisato in a whole heap of trouble.
E quindi indovina chi ci deve andare?
So, what about if I join you instead?
Sure, welcome to the team. Ayaka told us to go look for help at a fireworks shop. She must have meant you.
Seems like I finally got a new job to do. Besides hiding vision bearers in my shop, that is. So, Master Masakatsu is being held at the police station. I've already surveyed the area and found a way in.
Whoa, talk about a reliable source. Seems we've got the right person on our team.
Not bad, huh? Let's go as soon as everyone's ready. Don't worry, Master Masakatsu. We're on our way.
Dai.
Break him out.
Perfetto. Andiamo? Si mena? Che cazzo? Oh madonna, sto lontanissimo. Siamo a 1 ora e 17. Noi abbiamo avuto una ventina di secondi di combattimento in tutto sto tram tram. Allora, io in linea di massima non sono uno particolarmente contrario alle lunghe cutscene, ok? Cioè, uno dei miei giochi preferiti è Kingdom Hearts, che è per metà cutscene e per l'altra metà io che bestemmio perché Paperino non mi cura. Non mi dispiacciono, giuro. Anzi, apprezzo molto la narrativa tramite cutscene. Però qui sta succedendo un po' troppo spesso che il gioco si dimentica di essere un gioco. E un po' mi rode il culo. Perché che cazzo, dai, cioè... Sembra davvero che non ci sia... È quello che dicevo qualche puntata fa. Sembra che non ci sia un minimo di interesse nel curare bene il quest design, mission design.
Come on, this way. As long as we stay quiet, we've got a good chance. I certainly wouldn't want to end up locked away in here. Let's find Master Masakatsu and get out of here.
Dai, vabbè.
Should split up. I've got a little present to prepare for Master Masakatsu. I'll be right back.
Oh wow. Farà saltare in aria tutto, vero?
Just be careful not to get caught.
Farà saltare in aria tutto, io già me lo sento.
You too.
A dopo. Eccoci qua, finalmente un po' di combattimento.
Absorption test.
Perfetto, questi sono andati. Corri.
Big door.
Non la vedo.
We need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
Come però? Oh?
La la la.
Absorption test.
Non mi hai neanche colpito, ma fai pena.
Show me what you've got.
Aspetta. Devo curare.
Don't hold back.
Back off.
perfetto. Dove è andato? Dov'è il Magatama? Di qua. Wow, è un ascensore. Figo. Wow, 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 wow. Ma da dove arrivano le frecce? Io non l'ho mica capito. Comunque questi sono belli tosti, hanno un sacco di vita. Sono un po' forti quanto i fatui, mi sembra di capire. Forse un po' meno dei fatui. Ah, ecco da dove arrivano le frecce. Cos'è che mi ha fatto? Ma scusa? Vabbè. Ah. Ma stavo a prendere F. No, 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 va benissimo, lasciameli attivati con l'elettro che faccio overload a manna. Li stompo male. Ok, abbiamo preso il primo, immagino.
Absorption test.
Allow me to strike first.
Stand clear.
Sapevo che stavo per attaccarmi. Sono tutti e due, no? Sono ancora vivo? Perfetto. Cosa ci dai? Cosa ci dai? Ah, roba relativamente utile. Curiamoci. Che ha bisogno di cure, Sacrose. Qui c'è qualcosa. Non mi baiti, bro. C'è qualcosa di interessante. Eccolo là. Forzierino! Niente di particolarmente utile. Ah, è il primo? Ok, quindi... Ok, quindi non era... L'armatura non era rilevante. Però sembrava. Mi sono messo con... Ok, il cooldown lo vanno velocemente. Oh Cristo, ma lì c'è uno in nuovo. Oh sì, 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 no, venite qua, venite qua, venite qua. Avvicinatevi così prendete... Così prendete l'elettro.
Let's dance. Absorption test.
Allow me to strike only what you've got.
Aia, oh, mamma. No, no, che mi ammazza. Finito la corsa. Quello è morto. Questo muore adesso. Volevi. Perfetto, qua possiamo disattivare. E qua prendiamo il secondo Magatama. Torniamo con Klee. Oh, finalmente un po' di divertimento, cazzo. Un po' di movimento più che altro. C'è roba utile? No. Cadiamo giù? No. Facciamo cadere giù lui però. Aspetta, ma io non volevo andare di qua. Ok. Oh, il terzo Magatama. Ok, beh, il terzo è stato abbastanza semplice. Rieccoci. Madonna, quanto amo la reazione elementale fra fuoco e elettro, è troppo bella. Cosa... Ah, ok. Stavo facendo l'animazione in cui inseriva i Magatama. Qui c'è roba interessante. Sarebbe stato figo se avessero fatto un puzzle con le porte scorrette. È tipo questo. è proprio un puzzle, insomma. Una cosa abbastanza ovvia, però ci sta. Ci sta. Già che hanno fatto la meccanica, almeno farci un puzzle sopra potevano farlo. Ma vabbè, apprezziamo comunque.
Shh! Quick! Hide! Look over there. That must be Master Masakatsu.
Did you really think that little trick of yours could fool us?
Locking you up was just the beginning.
No!
Oh no! Those Tenryou Commission brutes are torturing him!
If we don't come up with a way to break him out fast, then... Huh? Mia, when did you get back here?
Dobbiamo assicurarci che abbiamo di avere un modo per scappare. Prima di recuperarlo, chiaramente.
If anything happens to Master Masakatsu, our whole plan will have been for nothing.
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
Ah, ma'am.
We were just teaching him a little lesson, that's all.
Huh? Who's that?
That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the Tenryou Commission.
Ooh.
She's also a general in the Shogun's army. What's she doing here?
Credo che anche lei faccia parte del Vision Hunt Decree.
Make way, let me have a look at him.
Lei sembra super interessante come personaggio, mi piace.
I'm sure you're
Anche
well aware
come
that torture is strictly
da
against
giocare,
military
intendo.
regulations.
Yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed of such disgraceful action, then you are also unworthy of the Tenryou Commission itself. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, ma'am. It won't happen again.
Oh, Paimon sure wouldn't want to get on her bad side.
Hey, this is our chance. Let's move while they aren't watching Master Masakatsu.
Yoimiya, are you sure now's the right time?
Ah.
Who is that?
Lei comunque stava facendo notare che non potevano torturarlo, quindi non è un personaggio completamente cattivo, anche se sta... siamo nei casini, meglio muoversi. È una bomba, vero? È chiaramente una bomba, ecco. Vabbè, fuoco d'artificio.
Huh? Was that an explosion?
It sounded like fireworks.
Quick, let's hurry!
Se ne sono resi conto subito. Però in effetti, effettivamente, sì, ci stava.
Maybe more than enough.
Fireworks aren't just for festivals, you know.
Brava, sei stata brava.
I was particularly proud of this batch. I decided to.
Yoimiya, this is turning into a bit of a fireworks display.
Well, fireworks are my craft after all. Every batch has to be spectacular.
Ha esagerato perché mi piacciono troppo i fuochi d'artificio, ok. E infatti inizio a pensare che questo non volesse solo essere una distrazione. Però in effetti ha funzionato, quindi corriamo a recuperarlo. Kujo Sara. Mi chiedo se vorrò wisharla quando sarà di banner. Perché di Elettro già Bidu è Fischl.
Yoimiya, is that you?
Master Masakatsu! Sorry we took so long. Oh, those awful guards.
Come on! We've got no time to lose! They could be back any minute!
Oh. Ci stavi guardando per tutto questo tempo, vero?
Yes. Leave. Before I let my judgment get the better of me. He's in a serious condition. Be sure he gets immediate medical attention. But remember, once he's recovered, it won't be long until I bring him right back.
Ok.
Well... you can bet we'll do all we can to keep that from happening.
Ok. Un cattivo con una morale abbastanza importante, diciamo. Noi proteggeremo Master Masakatsu.
Leave this place.
Che personaggio interessante. E là. Ah. Ah, va che bello tutta sta roba. Primo gem, quante ne abbiamo adesso? 82, 82. Questo vuol dire che dovrei essere... Devo controllare. No. Siamo a 51 wish, più 5 sono 56. No, ho sbagliato. 56, 62, 68, 68. Non arrivo neanche al soft pity. Però vabbè, comunque ci stiamo avvicinando bene o male alla quantità necessaria per fare un wish come Dio comanda. Ah, Kujo Sara. Stavo pensando un po' a chi vorrei wishare come necessità. Ne parliamo dopo la cutscene.
Finally out of that creepy place.
Yes. Finally, I've made it out of there.
Master Masakatsu, how do you feel? Can you hold on?
Don't worry. I think I can make it to the infirmary without keeling over.
Thank you. All of you. I'll take him to get treated. I'll treat you to a round of drinks once this is all over.
Oh.
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu.
Lei è anche un personaggio interessante, ma credo che sarà un 4
We
stelle.
were able to rescue him.
Beh, siamo stati fortunati, direi, questa volta.
Kujosara. Do you think she was making up for how the guards were treating him?
Non l'ho mica capito, sai?
There are some okay people among the ranks of the Tenryou Commission. Though Paimon would never agree with their actions in the Vision Hunt Decree, of course. How about we go tell Ayaka and the others the good news?
Sì, andiamo. È interessante però come personaggio. Jailhouse Fiesta. Nel senso, effettivamente è difficile capire se l'ha fatto per una sorta di etica morale, quindi per appunto, come dice Paimon, giustificare, o meglio, rettificare il torto fatto dalle guardie che l'hanno torturato, o se in realtà, perché anche lei aveva una vision, anche Kujo Sara aveva una vision, o se in realtà sia ufficiosamente contraria al Vision Hunt Decree, perché effettivamente lei partecipa a questa caccia alle streghe di per sé, quindi immagino che lo scopriremo più avanti. Comunque stavo pensando un pochino ai vari futuri wish che mi potrebbero interessare
Blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
parlando strettamente di elementi, avrei come acqua Jinkyu e Barbara da utilizzare. Come elettro già Beidou come DPS e Fischl eventualmente da fare da supporto. Sacrose come vento non è malaccio. In più ho Klee come fuoco. Mi servirebbe un buon ghiaccio perché Dione è un supporto, ma a quanto pare daranno Aloy come 5 stelle ghiaccio, quindi anche lì, sotto quel punto di vista, non dovrei essere messo male. L'unico elemento di cui davvero ho mancanza è Geo. Quindi ipoteticamente i miei interessi si rivolgono verso Albedo e Zhongli. Albedo che però credo che sia più un supporto che un vero e proprio DPS, quindi Zhongli potrebbe essere già più interessante. Anche Ganyu non è malaccio, perché mi interesserebbe avere qualcuno come arciere. Però ripeto, no, effettivamente c'è Laoi che anche lei sarà un arciere, quindi niente, Ganyu balza. Probabilmente. 20 mi ispira bene perché è utilissimo in generale come supporto e sub DPS. Non so onestamente se non c'è qualcuno di cui sento particolarmente la necessità in questo momento. Se non appunto un 5 stelle ghiaccio, ma ripeto, avrò i Laoi gratis, quindi non ha molto senso sbattersi per cercarne adesso di 5 stelle ghiaccio, o sperare in 5 stelle ghiaccio. Specialmente perché appunto anche Ayaka, che è in banner in questo momento, ipoteticamente potrei wisharla. Arriverei quasi al... no, quanto manca alla fine del banner? Mancano 16 giorni. dovrei riuscire tranquillamente anche con gli eventi che adesso inizierò a fare ad arrivare sicuro al soft PT, probabilmente anche al PT vero e proprio a 90. Poi vabbè dovrei provare col 50-50 e lì si vedrebbe, però non lo so. Per ora i wish me li tengo, non sento il
So
bisogno.
Kujo Sara stayed her hand. It would appear
Flash
she
for...
still has some
Arrivo
honor
subito,
to her.
finisco la cutscene e
I
leggo.
wonder if we should try establishing contact with her. Perhaps we could coax out some information.
Unlikely. Don't forget, Kujo Sara is also carrying out the Vision Hunt decree. She obeys the orders of the Raiden Shogun without question.
Non sono
In her
d'accordo.
eyes, Master Masakatsu is of no threat to the decree. This is why she was so willing to allow his escape.
Tu ne sei
If
certa?
our true motives were ever divulged, she would act against us without a second thought.
True. Though if you ask me, Master Masakatsu's release is an unexpected blessing. We are now one step closer to victory. And we couldn't have done it without Yoimiya and the Traveler. You're turning out to be even more reliable than we expected.
Grazie mille. Flash Forever Ita, ciao, innanzitutto. Ayaka è una buonissima DPS Crio. Io l'ho trovata l'altro ieri per sbaglio, nemmeno la volevo, ma si sta rivelando molto forte. No, non metto in dubbio che sia una buonissima DPS Crio. Ciao. Voglio. Non metto in dubbio che sia una buonissima DPS Crio, d'altronde appunto è una 5 stelle, raramente i 5 stelle fanno cacare, ecco, mettiamola così. Però la questione è questa. Adesso sono un po' strettino con i wish, quindi io voglio wishare esclusivamente quando ho almeno la possibilità di arrivare certo ai 90 wish per il PT, ok? O almeno, insomma, ad arrivare al PT. Poi vabbè, 50 e 50 me lo gioco e se non mi riesce, pazienza. Però Ayaka tecnicamente è una buona DPS, ma è principalmente danno fisico, non fa tutto danno Crio. Non è tipo una Klee che lancia le bombe e tutto quello che attacca è fuoco, o una Genyu, che si chiama Ganyu, che con l'arco, quando fa l'attacco caricato, fa la OE. Quello è molto forte, per esempio. Secondo me Ganyu è uno dei più forti personaggi Crio, sia come statistiche che anche come appunto meccaniche del personaggio. Mentre Ayaka si basa principalmente con gli attacchi di spada e danno base, ok? Si basta che esci dal terreno appena corri. In che senso? Non ho capito. Comunque sia, la mia questione è questa. Se fra poco daranno i Laoi come ghiaccio 5 stelle, non ha molto senso cercare un wish adesso per un ghiaccio 5 stelle, capito? Fosse Ganyu, magari un po' ci penso, ok? Perché effettivamente è un ranged, ha un buon AOE. Dico, vabbè, ci può stare. Ayaka secondo me un po' meno. Per come la vedo io, e poi chiaramente io, ripeto, sono ancora abbastanza novellino nel gioco e non ritengo di avere la verità in tasca, però non lo so, per come mi sembra orientato in questo momento sia il mio primo party che il mio secondo party, parlo chiaramente di Abyss. Te corri con Ayaka che è tipo Mona e quando esce dal terreno fai danni creep per un po' di tempo e fa molto danno. Ah, ok, funziona così. Perché l'ho provata, perché davano anche i 20 primo gen gratis provandola, ma questa cosa non l'avevo mica capita. Cioè, ho visto che a un certo punto faceva danni Crio, ma pensavo che fosse associato tipo con la E. Fa un po' di danni Crio. No, sì, ma non è il 100%. E soprattutto non ha la OE di Ganyu, capito? E io personalmente, avendo Clean Party, che fa un'ottima combo con Sacrose, che comunque raggruppa i personaggi, ci metti dentro anche una Ganyu, secondo me fai una bomba. Ganyu OP è bella, certo, esatto. Secondo me è bello anche quello. Ma più che altro, appunto, di Ganyu invidio molto la OE. Cioè il fatto che puoi potenziare ancora di più l'attacco e farlo fare a OE. Cioè quella roba è fighissima, secondo me. È una bella meccanica ed è molto forte, quindi quello la vorrei molto. Però ripeto, oh, grazie mille per il follow. Oltre quello non sento particolarmente la necessità di wishare in questo momento. Sono ancora indeciso sul weapon banner in realtà, perché a questo punto... Però in realtà non arrivo comunque al Wish, cioè al Pitti, quindi non lo so. Se ne parlerà fra un paio di settimane, mi sa. Quando l'evento sarà quasi finito e io avrò recuperato un altro po' di primo gem. Vedremo, vedremo.
Don't mention it. Indeed. Things may have turned out very differently this time without the help of the Traveler. But if we
Molestia a
wish to mount
parte.
any sizable resistance against the Vision Hunt decree, there is still much to be done. It is time we make ready our next set of plans.
There's no need to rush, my lady.
No?
Things seem to have taken a turn for the better, at least. Not only have we rescued Master Masakatsu, but our list of allies appears to be growing.
Attenzione.
Yes, which reminds me. The Tenryou Commission seems to be making preparations for a celebration. They call it a ceremony of sorts. And the number of samurai out enforcing the Vision Hunt decree seems to be waning. The days ahead may be more peaceful than usual.
A ceremony, you say? Why would such a task be left to the Tenryou Commission?
I don't know, but I'm sure it has nothing to do with us. Anyway, with the Tenryou Commission busy with preparations, we should have a little more breathing room than usual.
You do present a good point. Being in a constant state of alert will only tire us further. Perhaps a period of rest is in order. Toma, what would you suggest?
I'd say a celebratory feast is in order. Why don't I
Addirittura.
suggest an evening of hot pot together? Funny enough, I learned a new hot pot game recently. I'm sure you'll find it quite amusing.
Cos'è, tipo un drinking game?
Well, as long as it has to do with eating.
Simply put, every person prepares an ingredient to add to the hot pot. Once the meal begins, we add all the ingredients together. Then we take it in turns to close our eyes, pick an ingredient out of the pot, taste it, and guess whose ingredient it was.
Ma che cazzo?
Anyone who guesses correctly can go again, and whoever finishes the meal with the most points is declared the winner. Tradition even has it that the winner receives blessings from the god of hot pot.
C'è una divinità delle hot pot? What?
I've been wanting to give it a try. In fact, I've already got my ingredients prepared.
You really do want to play, huh? Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to gather some ingredients. But what should we choose?
Qualcosa di Mondstadt, direi. Thomas Tartaglia sotto copertura. Ma sai che l'ho pensato anch'io appena l'ho visto? È troppo simile come character design, cazzo. È troppo simile, ti giuro. Anche, cioè, il colore dei capelli, ok, base. Ma anche il viso, la corporatura. Insomma, è davvero simile. Let's stick to the classics. È lui, vero? Anch'io ci sono rimasto quando l'ho visto.
Fresh fish fillets, shrimp, bamboo shoots. Nice! You can't go wrong with these. Paimon can't wait. Paimon never thought we'd be the only ones to actually put anything edible into the pot. Don't go wasting the rest now. This was possibly the scariest looking hot pot Paimon's ever seen. Fortunately, Toma ended up eating all the weird stuff.
Non l'ha presa
Say
benissimo.
that again. But hey, at least I got the most points. Oh, wait a moment. That doesn't feel good.
I'm afraid it's your own fault for adding all those strange ingredients, Toma. The soup flavor wasn't quite the same afterwards.
Vedi tu.
Even with the Traveler's normal ingredients, I still couldn't guess any of them correctly.
But weren't you the one who added those little cakes, Ayaka? I think the Traveler ended up eating one.
Ma perché?
Boiling cakes in hot pot? Ugh. Think of the texture.
Già.
I must apologize. To be perfectly honest, I thought the cakes would be a tasty addition.
Uh-oh. I'm definitely not okay. I need to lie down.
Flash for verità, da quanto giochi tu? E che adventure rank sei?
You know, Toma, all you had to do was guess wrong on purpose and it would have been someone else's turn. Talk about being competitive.
Che faccia.
Guess I've been feeling unlucky recently and wanted the God of Hot Pot's blessing. Perhaps I did get a little carried away. Still, I couldn't be beaten at my own game first time around. I think my luck has already taken a turn for the better. I can sense it. So without further ado, I hereby declare that the winner of today's Hot Pot Challenge is me.
Oh, brother.
Ah, good effort, team. Another important job taken care of. Next on the agenda, some well-earned rest and relaxation.
Yes. If the Tenryo Commission truly is as busy with preparations as Toma claims, then some rest would be a welcome change of pace. And with the extra time, there are some other matters I wish to attend to.
Let's all take some much-needed time off. After a few days' rest, we'll reconvene at the Komori Tea House and discuss our next operation. Downtime is hard to come by these days, so be sure to make the most of it.
Va bene.
I'll tidy things up here and start thinking about our ingredients for our next round.
There's gonna be a sequel?
Sure, why not? We should play again now that everyone knows the rules. I'll see you all later.
Non so se è una buona idea.
Toma. Seems we won't need to be visiting the Komori Tea House for a while. Why don't we go explore some other places?
Va bene, ci sta. Da ormai un anno e sono R54. Ok, quindi tu praticamente giochi dal day one. Olè, abbiamo finito un'altra quest principale. Abbiamo recuperato un sacco di esperienza, un po' di primogem, nuovo achievement. Dammi altri primogem, grazie. Adesso la vera domanda è: posso fare altra roba dell'evento? Oh, attenzione, questa roba è nuova. Ah, è una 5 stelle lei! Oh no, un'altra 5 stelle, cazzo. Ma quanti sono? Non ce la farò mai. Oh, posso fare anche lei. Questa roba da... ci saranno tipo... Oh wow. Ah, ok, sono secondarie praticamente. Cioè sono story quest tipo queste qua vecchie. Ok, ok. Claro, claro, vabbè, niente di eccezionale direi. Io pensavo che fossero altri eventi in cui potevi prendere roba tipo altre primogem, invece no, è solo Thunderer Sojourn. Prossima cosa si sblocca. Qua ho già finito tutto? Devi controllare. Sì, qua ho già finito tutto, perfetto. Bolt Blitz anche. Confermo, ho già preso tutto. Dai, su. Io devo fare ora. Non ci vuole tantissimo, sai? Aspetta, parli di queste qua? O del Thunderer Sojourn? Thunderer Sojourn io le prime due ci ho messo, fai una mezz'oretta a dir tanto per queste, e queste un po' di più perché ne devi fare 10. Ne devi fare 10, sono facili, ci metti un Ah, la storia, ok, la storia allora probabilmente ci vorrà un po' di più. Fra l'altro devo fare anche questo, però credo che sia solo da andare a dare un'occhiata qui, quindi farò con calma più avanti. Perfetto. Però abbiamo ancora altro... Sono nel tuo stesso punto. Ah, ok, allora a posto. Però c'è... Complete other quests to continue. Cosa cazzo? Grunnivisca. Che missioni sono queste? Scusate. Crassius Auratatus. What? Come si esce da qua? Sei nel mio stesso punto leggermente più avanti, ok, ok. Non capisco come fare queste quest. Forse succede qualcosa adesso che esco. Ah, ok. Ok. Come non detto.
Traveler Paimon, hold on.
Eccola là. Che è lei? Che succede?
Something has come up, and I would like to request your assistance.
Yeah.
But you ought not be nervous. This is not coming from the Yashiro Commission or the Kamisato clan. It is my own individual request.
Individual request? You mean personal stuff?
Correct. It concerns my mother. This may seem a little sudden, but in my view, you are the only person I can entrust this to.
Oh. Io gioco con l'audio in giapponese, tutti hanno il gioco con l'audio in giapponese, l'avevo messo anch'io, l'ho messo anch'io una mezz'oretta per... quando ho iniziato la live, perché l'avevo promesso la live scorsa, ma giuro non ce la faccio. Non capire cosa dicono i personaggi mi dà un fastidio devastante. Almeno con l'inglese lo capisco, ok? Anche se non leggo i sottotitoli, lo capisco comunque dall'audio. Col giapponese no. E quindi dover leggere tutto parola per parola non lo so, ormai non sono più abituato. Ma anche quando ho giocato per esempio a Persona 5 Royal, quasi tutti l'hanno giocato in giapponese, giustamente, se non gioco giapponese. Io non sono riuscito. Ormai faccio molta fatica a giocare in inglese. Lo so. Molti fanno proprio come fai tu, Flash. E io personalmente non più. Una volta anch'io quando ero piccino, quando ero un ragazzino, skippavo tutte i dialoghi e andavo direttamente al gameplay. Però adesso preferisco godermi proprio la parte di trama in maniera approfondita. Dimmi un po'
A
cosa ti
few
serve,
days
dai.
ago, I was sorting through some old family belongings when I found a notebook that belonged to my mother. She wrote about all kinds of things, mostly of little consequence. But what drew my attention was a name.
Caramellina.
It is one that I have never heard before, so the fact that she mentions it so frequently, it makes it difficult for me to ignore.
Probably your mom's best buddy, right?
Never. And although my mother and father passed away many years ago,
Oh no.
both my brother and I are familiar with the vast majority of their acquaintances. So, I am very curious about this mysterious individual. I would very much like to meet them. According to the notebook, their name is Tsubaki. This seems to have been someone very important to my mother. Someone with a lot of personality, who liked to have fun.
Paimon thinks it sounds like a girl's name.
That's what I thought too.
Ah.
So what do you want us to do? Do you need us to find her for you?
No. Her address is given in the notebook. We can head straight there. I wanted you to assist me with the preparation of greeting gifts.
Ma
Please
cosa?
keep everything I have told you in strict confidence. The proper course of action would be to involve my brother and visit her together. But he is terribly busy at present, and on a more selfish note, I don't wish to involve anybody else from Inazuma in this matter.
Te puoi trovare artefatti per Yaka? Check. Io sto farmando un po' di artefatti, il nuovo set, quello di Inazuma. Però non ho avuto fortuna in questi giorni, purtroppo.
Exactly. That, and you are also a kind, well-mannered person with a genuine concern for other people. Not to mention trustworthy. I would not feel comfortable with anyone else in this situation.
You can count on us. We've done greeting gifts before, so we should be able to help. In terms of payment, just treat us to some delicious food and we'll be more than happy.
Wonderful. In fact, I was hoping to take this opportunity to show you both around. If you don't mind, of course.
Oh, we don't mind. We don't mind at all. Do we?
No.
Thank you kindly.
Direi di no.
Shall we head off then?
Non ci crea problemi la cosa.
Kimonos is our first stop.
Alright, sounds great.
Devo portare più presto i personaggi all'89-90. Sei un giocatore free to play o un delfino, una whale? Qual è il tuo stile di gioco? Come sei messo come personaggi? Dove dobbiamo andare? No, ho sbagliato il tasto. Fantastico. Ma siamo ancora sulla storia principale? No. Non ho capito quale... Madonna, ho troppe quest. Questa non è di sicuro. È questa, ok. Crane and White Rabbit, che non è quella che ci interessava, giusto? Ma non sono più storie di... cioè tra i principali, no? Carassius Autura, cazzo. Mi sto perdendo io, onestamente. Ah, The Following... ma The Following Day cosa vuol dire? Scusami. Se io faccio passare un giorno adesso. Free to play, la mia amica mi ha regalato il pass ma conta poco. Vabbè sì, il pass per un mese non è niente di che, però ci sta, cioè nel senso da ottimi reward il pass per un mese. Credo che sia a livello monetario il modo migliore in cui puoi spendere i soldi su Genshin. Cioè quello che è più worth per quanto costa. E comprare Wish è uno spreco di soldi secondo me, a mio parere. No, mi dice ancora che mi devo attaccare al cazzo. Perfetto. Ma queste missioni di cui lui parla, io mica le vedo. Quindi, vabbè, che vogliamo fare? Facciamo questa missione? Già che ci siamo? Dai, facciamo questa e poi magari chiudiamo. Se no possiamo andare avanti con la principale. Poi le secondarie me le faccio... Oh, cucciolone, quanto sei bello. Poi le secondarie me le faccio off stream. Artefatti orribili al primo, iniziamo bene, mannaggia. Com'è composto il tuo party? Fammi un po' sentire.
This must be...
It's a festival promotion. Hey, speaking of, we haven't been anywhere fun since we arrived in Inazuma.
No! What made you think that? Festivals are a common occurrence here in Inazuma. We in the Yashiro Commission are very well acquainted with these sorts of customs.
Dai, che ci
Each
volevi
season
andare.
brings its own festival.
Dai,
And each festival
ammettilo,
in
dai.
turn brings a fresh
Su.
challenge to the task of maintaining public order.
Lo so che ci volevi
While
andare.
festivals are undoubtedly joyous and lively occasions, for us, they are also a cause for concern. Oh, my apologies. I should stop thinking about work. This is hardly relevant to the matter at hand. This store here is the place I wanted to visit.
Oh, so you weren't
Sono già qua,
checking
quindi.
out the promotion? Well, let's take a look inside then.
Va bene.
Welcome. I have all the latest styles. Please take a look. Oh, it's Miss Kamisato with guests from overseas. Welcome to Ogura Textiles and Kimonos. Are you here to purchase fabric or for tailored garments?
Oh, greetings to you too. I have a design here for a garment. Would you be so kind as to take a look?
Oh, Ayaka came prepared.
Let me see. This could be...
It could be...
Oh, it's a very fine design.
Oh.
Miss Kamisato, you'd like us to make a kimono following this design, yes?
Please, if you could.
Oh.
I'm honored that you'd choose Ogura Textiles and Kimonos for your tailoring needs. However, there is one rather difficult problem.
Ovvero?
Based on the design, this kind of kimono would require silk made from the silk flower. The majority of Inazuma's silk is imported from Liyue Harbor, but
Ma lascia
given the
fare a
current
me.
climate, as you well know, Inazuma is currently under a strict lockdown. In all honesty, the impact on the textiles industry has been quite significant. We're struggling to import high-grade fabrics. So much of our tailoring business has been put on hold indefinitely. But of course, where our customers are able to provide the fabric themselves, we can still be of service.
So you're saying we need to go and buy some silk first?
If even Ogura Textiles and Kimonos can't get a hold of high-grade fabric, where would we buy it from?
You could try the International Trade Association. They are a little better connected than we are. After all, the association brings together merchants from all over the world. The only thing is their prices. They're not the cheapest. In times like these, though, we're lucky to even have an option of getting a hold of the things we want in the first place.
Huh. So even just getting clothes made is an ordeal in Inazuma. Wait, the International Trade Association? That's Kurisu's thing, right? We haven't been to Rito in a while.
It looks like that will be our next stop.
Va bene, andiamo.
Thank you ever so much. We will be back once we've acquired the fabric. Oh, in the meantime, I have one other very small request. Could you?
Why is she being so secretive all of a sudden?
Absolutely.
Much obliged.
My pleasure, Miss Kamisato. Honestly, I'm just as excited as you to see the end product. We haven't made a silk kimono for the longest time now, and this is a beautiful design.
That's very kind of you, thank you. Goodbye for now. Traveler Paimon, let's try our luck at the International Trade Association.
Proviamoci. Razor Main DPS, Child che fa attacchi veloce arco, Yanfei per attacchi con effetto e CC Support. Ok, non sei mica messo male. Mi sembra un buon team. Sì, abbastanza. Razor Main DPS, Child, ok. Buono, buono, buono. Ci sta, ci sta. Ma non ti manca un po' di AOE? Domanda. Perché Child non ha tanto AOE. Yanfei non lo so, non la conosco per niente. E Razor mi sembra anche lui... Ok, usa una Claymore, ma non è particolarmente grosso come AOE. Dobbiamo andare a Rito che è lontana, però. Quindi andiamo di qua. No, ho sbagliato. Però scusa, adesso sono curioso, però. Com'è che si chiamava qua? Carassius auratus. Sì. Cosa one? Devono essere almeno completato. Ok. Strana storia, ragazzi, fuori d'artificio. Scheggia di speranza. Wow, ma è un sacco di roba. Ma non capisco perché il gioco non ti dia modo di capire come fare queste cose. Cioè, credo che siano le story quest di... Yoimiya si chiama? Di Ayaka e Yoimiya. Credo che siano ah, ok, sì, no, c'è scritto. Niente, sono scemo in culo io. A posto. Sono queste due, va bene, niente. Ritiro tutto. Sono un cretino io, a posto così. E Namo. E anche oggi la nostra figura di merda l'abbiamo fatta. Bene così. Aspettate. Molto bene così. Chiudiamo qua. Facciamo partire qua. Ok. Ciao, coso. Posso parlare col gatto? Posso parlare col gatto? Miau. Beh, te lo risponde. Niente. Ma sono dei mostri e poi fra poco arriva Ayaka e dovrò cambiare team. Ok, ho capito. Il problema vero è che a un certo punto hai così tanti personaggi forti che però poi nel team principale non sai chi cazzo mettere. È una roba un po' fastidiosa, secondo me. Posso dire che non me ne frega un cazzo di quello che stai dicendo? Tutto lì. Chiedo, Posso dirlo? Oh, eccoci qua. Ok, quindi va bene, allora le facciamo live queste due missioni, direi. Tanto è come se fossero trama alla fine.
Looks like we found him.
What am I gonna do?
Mr. Kurisu, are you alright?
Oh, you're Miss Ayaka from the Kamisato clan. How do you do?
Hey.
Better than you, it appears.
And if it isn't the traveler.
Benissimo, ma cosa stai buildando su Ayaka?
I take it you've been out of Rito?
Sì, siamo andati fuori, non lo direi in giro, però.
Is back in business and it's all thanks to you.
That's great, but why were you staring into space just now? Did something bad happen?
Well, you see, it's embarrassing to admit, but some of the association's goods have been stolen by vagrants.
No bueno,
Which goods
allora.
were stolen?
It was a batch of high-grade silk.
Ma Cristo.
We imported a big batch of silk from several years ago. It's been sitting in storage ever since. Recently, we heard that clothing stores in the city have more or less sold all their silk stocks. So we figured now would be a good time to bring our batch out of storage, thinking it'd probably fetch a good price. But then... the vagrants swiped the whole batch, then disappeared into the woods. I'd report it to the authorities, but... well, as you know, they don't think much of foreign merchants like us. The Kanjo Commission don't want to give us the time of day. Honestly, you can just tell that our suffering amuses them.
While I also take issue with aspects of the Kanjo Commission's operational methods, please remember, Mr. Kurisu, that while you are here in Inazuma, you should be careful with your words.
My apologies. I had to let off some steam. Anyway, there doesn't seem to be much we can do ourselves to get our goods back. Perhaps I'm doomed to go bankrupt after all.
I am afraid I can't intervene in an official capacity, but I can still help you get your lost goods back.
Of course, I would never. Wait, what?
Sto facendo le coccole al mio gatto intanto. Davvero?
Yes, acting in my own capacity, mind you. Even then, there is no escaping the fact that my every action and word will be seen to reflect on the Yashiro Commission and the Kamisato clan. I do so not without reservation, so I hope that you will treat this matter as confidential. That aside, as I'm sure you're aware, I'm afraid that I won't always be able to help you in such circumstances. Given your position and that of the International Trade Association, please try to exercise more caution in the future. You do not want to incur further unnecessary losses.
We will. We certainly will. But, are you sure this isn't gonna cause any issues for you?
Se ti fai i cazzi tuoi e non lo dici in giro, no.
The Kanjo Commission sees what you're doing and doesn't like it. You're a highly respected member of society.
Ecco perché sei venuto qui,
on the
Michozzo.
line for small timers like me can't be worth the risk.
Very humorous. Let's not forget that I am the eldest daughter of the Kamisato clan. I would be very surprised indeed if anybody in the Kanjo Commission felt that I was accountable to them for my actions.
Oh.
Whoa, that sent shivers down Paimon's
Ooh.
spine. Does everyone from a powerful clan talk like that?
Quanto
Mr.
pare.
Kurisu, I need to know the exact time and location of the theft, and anything that stood out about the perpetrator's appearance.
Thank you so much. Let's see, it was 2 hours ago now, over at the,
Ok. Sto facendo l'IPS perché ha dei bei danni, però ne è finita del tutto. Ok, ok. Ma che artefatti le stai dando? L'artefatto è perfetto, sono contento per te. Dove sta? Qua. Icebreaker, ok, quindi la stai buildando DPS Cryo, praticamente.
Here we are. This is where we were robbed.
Hey, look on the ground.
Eh sì, ci sono le impronte.
Huh? Footprints. Very deep ones at that. Leading towards the forest.
1900 di attacco, ma è solo il 50. Io non ho idea di quanto sia 1900 di attacco. Fammi vedere un po' quanto ha la mia cli. Attacco 1600. Ok, sì, se al 50 con 1900 di attacco dovrebbe essere bello forte. Mi son perso. Però ho trovato un farziere, quindi va bene così. Devo perfezionare la piuma e trovare la clessidra di attacco percentuale. Dai, ce la puoi fare. E niente, io mi son perso, però vabbè, segui il sentiero, prima o poi troverò qualcosa, no? Butto lì. Eccole qua, altre impronte, nice. Oh, eccoli qua. Uè, buffoni. Come la va?
Stop, thief!
You think you can get your stuff back with this bunch? You must be dreaming.
Segui il sentiero dorato.
Why, you better hope you have the courage of your convictions.
Why wouldn't I, old man? Answer me this. You're one of those Outlander merchants, right? You trade association types are worms. Coming over to our land, leeching off our people. Who's gonna leap to your defense, huh? Tell me, who's gonna stick their neck out for the likes of you? Look at that. No response. You know I'm right. Face it. This is Inazuma. You've got no ties here. You're at the bottom of the pile. Can you really blame us for walking all over you?
You are despicable.
Hey! I just had an idea. Since you came all this way, how about we do some business?
Business?
Pay up. and you can take your fabric back. Sound good? If you ask me, it beats walking out of here with black eyes and a broken nose.
You're just a big bully.
What choice do I have?
Wait. Mr. Kurisu, please do not pay any money to this man.
But...
I trust you remember our agreement? If you keep your lips firmly sealed, I too shall uphold my end of the deal.
Oh, yes, of course.
Then please stand well back where it is
Main.
safe. Now, it is time for me to honor my word.
Così a caso, main a caso. Ayaka, cara mia, giochiamo un po' con lei? Eccoci qua.
My lucky day.
Whirling snow. Stand clear.
No, l'ho troppo. Aia.
Boing, boing, boom.
You know
Easy. Oh, ce ne sono altri.
Another test subject. That tingle?
My apologies.
Say no more.
Let's dance.
Easy.
Well, that's resolved then.
Brava, Ayaka.
No, please, it was
Brava,
nothing.
signorina.
I was simply doing my duty.
Miss Kamisato, Traveler, are you hurt?
Don't worry, we're fine. The vagrants left in quite a hurry. It would seem they didn't have time to take anything with them. I believe your stolen goods should all be here.
Thank you.
Direi.
Thank you so much.
You'd best do a count.
6, 8, 10. Yep, it's all here.
Great. Now we can finally buy some silk.
Buy silk? You mean you need some of the silk here?
This was indeed our intent.
Oh.
Don't get us wrong, though. That's not the reason we helped you out. Even if it were just a few carrots or cabbages, chances are we still would have helped you get them back. Paimon thinks we're pretty lucky.
Oh.
If we arrived any later, our chances of getting silk in Inazuma would have been 0.
I honestly can't thank you all enough. Please, say no more. You need silk? I'll pick out a piece for you right away.
Thank you, good sir. How much do I owe you?
Oh, it's free of charge. I could never ask you to pay after everything you've done for me.
Oh.
No, that will never do. Things cost what they cost, and what they cost is what I shall pay. Merchants already have enough challenges to deal with, and as Paimon explained, my help was unconditional. Please, sell your wares to me at the price you would sell them to any other customer. There is nothing to feel distressed about, because nothing, I repeat, nothing happened here in these woods today, did it?
Niente di che, stavamo facendo solo una passeggiata per i boschi.
You have helped me greatly, and I will never forget it.
Che carino.
I'm afraid we must part ways. I must get these goods back to the association. If you ever need anything at all, just come to the International Trade Association and ask for Kurisu.
Very well. And thank you for the silk, Mr. Kurisu.
See you then. Bye. Safe journey home. Don't go getting robbed again.
Traveler, thank you for stepping in to help out.
Ah, non ti preoccupare.
But how come those vagrants didn't seem to know who you were? They must move in completely different circles. Maybe they've never seen anyone from the Kamisato clan before.
Beh, magari non c'è
Perhaps.
senso.
Either way, I'm glad they didn't recognize me. The fewer people who know what happened today, the better.
Infatti.
It's not every day an important person like you helps out someone like Kurisu. It really shows what a great person you are.
Oh.
Your praise is quite unwarranted. I merely did what anyone in my position would have done. I admit that it did feel strange for me to come to his aid. But this should have nothing to do with identity or social class. As far as I'm concerned, it was one individual helping another in need. I guess that deep down, I don't see how a society can be considered just when people encounter such obstacles in their livelihoods. Sorry, I'm getting off topic.
Non ti preoccupare.
Right. Let's head back to Ogura Textiles and Kimonos and give our hard-won silk to the shopkeeper.
Dai.
Okay.
Poi effettivamente credo che sia la prima volta che faccio vedere in streaming come sono le missioni secondarie dei personaggi principali. E sono belle lunghe, cioè nel senso sono complesse come se fossero proprio una parte della trama principale, solo che chiaramente sono sconnesse completamente. In realtà la parte finale della seconda missione di Zhongli era abbastanza rilevante perché andava a trattare quello che succedeva con nostro fratello, ma era così piccola come, diciamo, sezione della missione che non valeva neanche la pena discuterne troppo, anche perché non veniva fuori niente, quindi...
Excellent news. So, apart from the silk, I think everything else I need I've got in store already. I just need to go and take stock of our materials. It won't take me a moment. I'll be right back.
Ti è andata male? Beh, ci sta. Io ho fatto una dozzina di tentativi con il nuovo set, non mi è uscito niente di decente, zero totale.
I've been meaning to acquire a new outfit for you too.
Ah sì?
It's just I wasn't sure how you'd feel about the idea of dressing in Inazuman attire.
Infatti, no, ma io lo voglio. E non voglio dirgli questo, io lo voglio il nuovo attire. Sarebbe carino se facesse... In realtà c'è già, ci sono già i costumi, ce n'è uno per Barbara e uno per Jean. Perché non possono farne uno anche per...
Are you sure?
These clothes are special to me.
So impressive. So travelers of your stature hold themselves to a dress code, as well as a code of conduct.
Beh, certo.
More like when you're away from home, you've got to live by certain rules to survive, whether you like it or not. But Paimon would still love to check out some Inazuman outfits.
È vero, potremmo metterlo a Paimon. Peccato, un artefatto buono per Child c'è, speravo di meglio. Vabbè, piano piano, devi continuare a grindare, ci vorranno giorni probabilmente per trovare quelli perfetti.
They make them in whatever size the customer asks for.
Your interactions are so adorable to watch. I mean, I can certainly find someone to tailor a Paimon-size outfit if Paimon so wishes.
Oh. Sei troppo buona, Yaka. Però facciamoglielo a Paimon, un mini kimono.
Well, if you're
Che
sure,
bellina sarebbe.
As you wish. Something else I've been wondering is, how do people in other nations dress?
They dress very strangely.
So true. People dress in all kinds of ways. Some people like to wear a hood, some cover up half their face with a mask, some just straight up dress like a peacock. Oh, and some have their tummy on show. Others wear skin-tight leotards and leggings. If you can imagine it, Paimon guarantees that someone out there is wearing it.
Really? So there is no single standard and people just dress however they like? So fascinating. Somehow I feel a little envious.
Perché giustamente lei è cresciuta in una dittatura in cui effettivamente
No, of course
il dress
not.
code credo che sia
I just
quello.
mean, I admire those who are able to do as they please. I would very much like to travel across the 7 nations and see how people live.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I've checked my inventory.
Thank you. Is there anything else you're missing?
Fortunately not. I have all the materials I need. As for the size, would you like me to go by the dimensions given on the design?
Yes, please.
Understood. I'll get to work shortly. In total, that'll be this much.
Here you go. Is it possible to treat this as an urgent order?
Well, luckily, we don't have any other urgents at the moment, so I can begin work right away. It will still take me some time, though, so please come and collect it later.
E che facciamo nel
Until
frattempo?
then, I'm sure you'll find somewhere nearby to pass the time.
Va bene.
Good idea. Let's check out the whole area. We don't want to leave any loose ends.
There will be no loose ends while you're in my company. I already decided where to go while we wait.
Ah sì?
For our next stop, I'd like to take you both for a meal.
Ah, ok.
Food? Oh, Paimon likes this plan.
Andiamo, dai.
I picked the venue especially for you. A humble local eatery called Kiminami Restaurant. I thought that the relaxed atmosphere there would suit our day much better than the prohibitively formal one of a high-end restaurant. Shall we head off?
Andiamo.
Paimon can't wait!
Stavo notando solo adesso come i caratteri che vengono scritti somigliano un sacco agli hiragana e ai katakana, ma non sono effettivamente caratteri giapponesi. Bellina sta cosa. Dove dobbiamo andare qua? Ah, aspetta, fammi prendere il waypoint che stava a quei 2 passi e l'altra volta mi sono dimenticato. Ci ha sciolto lo Yeti? Che Yeti? C'è uno Yeti? Ah, immagino sia tipo il boss grosso del dungeon di ghiaccio. Io non l'ho mai fatto quello di ghiaccio. No, ho sbagliato. Ok. Devastati. Ah sì, anch'io ogni tanto faccio una figura di merda, mi devastano i boss così a gratis. Credo di avere tipo un 50% di win rate sul dungeon nuovo di Inazuma, ora come ora.
It's one of those street-side places. Looks cute and cozy.
Welcome! Oh, Miss Kiminami. How do you do?
Ah, Miss Kamisato. Perfect timing. Your booking was for... well, right now.
I believe so. We'll be sticking to the order I placed in advance. As for the other matter we discussed, thank you for your help.
Excellent. No problem. And everything you asked for is ready and waiting. Traveler, tiny customer.
Tiny
Please
customer.
wait here for a moment while I prepare your food.
Go ahead and take a seat. There is something I need to take care of, but I'll be back momentarily.
Qualcosa non va?
It's nothing of that sort. I just have a few minor things I need to attend to. I won't be long.
Ok.
She sure looks
Capisco.
in a hurry. Whatever it is, it must be pretty urgent.
Beh, credo di sì.
So, you two are Miss Kamisato's friends?
Credo.
Well, we serve all the classics. Sure, there are fancier looking places out there, but the food here speaks for itself. Hope you enjoy it. Over the years we've been in business, we've gotten to know the Kamisato clan quite well. Miss Kamisato and her brother are both fond of our food. They're always sending staff down here to order something and take it back to them. Her table booking surprised me, not least because it was a group reservation. This is the first time I've ever heard of Miss Kamisato going out for dinner with friends.
Oh,
The first time ever?
cucciolina.
Oh, guess that makes us pretty important people, huh?
Sure does. And I'm probably crossing the line here, but I'm just telling you what others have told me. Apparently, Miss Kamisato doesn't have a lot of friends.
Oh. Ah, ti ha shottata ancora? Sì, anche a me. Ogni tanto capita proprio tipo per 3 volte di fila e impazzisco fortissimo. Cioè, mi fa tiltare troppo. Fa tiltare troppo. Specialmente perché poi li ho già finiti, no? Quindi dici, cazzo, ma perché non riesco a finirli di nuovo? È una cazzata.
How is that possible? She's so kind and polite to everyone. Paimon would have thought that would make her really popular.
That's what I used to think too. But it turns out the rules of social interaction are a bit more complicated than that. Nobody in the neighborhood has a bad word to say about her. They all say she's beautiful, elegant, graceful, not to mention that she belongs to one of the most illustrious clans in the land. In short, they see her as a model young lady. But that's just it. People look at her and they see a model of perfection, and they don't feel like that's something they can relate to. So the majority of kids from our ordinary families don't even try to talk to her. So you see, on paper, she sounds like a girl everyone would want to get to know. But in practice, she finds it difficult to make friends.
Huh. Paimon never would have guessed.
We don't speak all that much, but we do go quite a way back. I've always admired her for taking on so many responsibilities at such a young age.
Oh.
So it makes me really happy to see her here with friends today. Anyway, relax. Enjoy your meal. And please, talk to her as much as possible. I know she'll appreciate it. Consider it a favor for the whole neighborhood. Look after her for us.
Oh. Io sto che c'è il scarico. Ciao Flash, alla prossima. Buona serata. Che hai combinato, Ayaka?
I'm so sorry, traveler.
Che è successo?
Join me over there for a minute. I need your help with something.
Che hai combinato? Ci voleva fare una sorpresa? E ha fallito
Sorry. I want to
miseramente?
drag you away all of a sudden. I just had a cooking catastrophe.
Catastrophe.
Oh, so that loud noise we heard came from the cooking pot.
As you can see, this house is right next to the restaurant. It's where the owner lives.
Ok.
Actually, this whole compound is the family's private property. I asked Miss Kiminami to prepare some ingredients and utensils for me so that I could cook a special dish here.
Perché?
Right. If there's something you want to eat, you could just order it from the menu.
Actually, I wanted to cook something as a gift for Tsubaki. My mother mentioned in her notebook that Tsubaki enjoys food from all over the world. So I thought, if I'm going to meet Tsubaki, perhaps a dish from overseas would make a fitting gift.
A dish from overseas? So anything from outside Inazuma counts, right?
Potevi chiedere a noi.
So, then we've got lots of options, don't we?
You could say my food is out of this world.
Hey, don't make this weird.
Can I leave you to finish this task then? Just as a personal favor. Is that okay? I'll be indebted to you.
My time to shine.
Great. But what kind of overseas dish would make a suitable gift? It needs to survive a journey from the kitchen to the recipient's doorstep.
Oh, Paimon knows! There's one dish out there that was practically created for this purpose! Pizza!
Pizza?
Cosa?
It's an assortment of toppings and sauce spread over a bread base and cooked in the oven. And it's so good!
Brava, brava, diglielo. Ma si sente col microfono quanto sta venendo giù? Credo di sì. Wow. C'è giusto un po' di bordello, eh. Allora, vediamo se abbiamo la... Non mi pare di vedere una pizza qui. Mushroom pizza. Ah, ci serve formaggio e flour. E la farina. Possiamo comprarli qua?
Hi, traveler. So strange.
No, mi sa di no. Andiamo a Mondstadt, dai, sicuro so dove comprarli qui. Farina, formaggio. Ciao cara. Non hai nulla di questi due? Oh no. Farina. Perfetto, dammi anche... No, basta, formaggio. Dammi anche questa ricetta. Ok. Prepariamo sta pizza. Barbara va bene. Cuciniamo manualmente. Posto. Torniamo indietro. Whoop whoop. Ok, andiamo. Salve. Ovviamente, ma che bomba. Ah, una boscaiola. Si chiama boscaiola quello con i funghi? Controlliamo. Sono curioso, io non la mangio mai quello. Quello con i funghi, sì. Mozzarella, salsiccia e funghi, vabbè. Salsiccia non c'è, però i funghi ce li facciamo andare bene. Là.
It smells delicious. You're an excellent cook, traveler.
Tesoro,
I
grazie.
would love to be able to master dishes from all over the world.
Well, all you need to learn is a recipe. We can bring you some more recipes in the future if you like.
Great. I look forward to learning from your culinary expertise.
How are you all doing?
Whoa, is this... Miss Kamisato, this must be the dish you were talking about. Yes, an overseas dish cooked by the traveler. Could I trouble you to package it for me?
Sure, no problem.
Oh.
Oh, it smells good. I bet it tastes amazing. Oh, now I really want to put something like this on our menu.
Ma non puoi, non credo che abbiate i funghi qui, no?
Oh, could you?
Ma non potete farlo, credo che i funghi si trovino solo in Mondstadt, o sbaglio?
The most satisfying meals are the ones you share with other people.
Oh.
So Paimon thinks that our friends in Mondstadt wouldn't mind us sharing this dish with Inazuma.
Really? That's great. I've always wanted to learn how to cook some international dishes. If you can write down a recipe for me, I'll add it to our menu and put a promotion where everyone will see it. Since we've become a closed nation, people haven't had the chance to try anything new. Traveler, you're the best! I'll go pack up this dish for Miss Kamisato. Please, make your way back to the restaurant whenever you're ready. The food will be waiting for you.
Va bene.
You could have sold that recipe for a high price, but you selflessly gave it away for free.
Minchia, è una ricetta,
You're
che
a wonderful person.
È una ricetta! Ma che cazzo, cioè, voglio dire...
I mean it. I admire you a lot, and I'm so
No.
proud to be friends with someone of such fine character. Well, you should probably write down the recipe now, no?
Yeah, let's make sure we include all the details and then give it to Miss Kiminami. So, pizza. Start with the basic ingredients.
Mushroom and flour.
Correctamundo.
Ma non sono quelli, in realtà, gli ingredienti di
Couple
base.
of ingredients.
Cabbage. Ci metti le verdure su sta pizza?
Yep, that's right. Now for the cooking instructions. Place onto oven rack at high heat and cooked until golden brown. Alright, it's done. Long may our reputations and our recipes precede us wherever we go in Inazuma.
I have no doubt that they will. This dish is exquisite.
Cool. Then let's get this recipe to Miss Kiminami pronto.
Ti giuro che a me non è venuto neanche per un istante in mente il fatto che potessimo effettivamente vendere la ricetta. Perché? Perché una ricetta?
Hey, have you written out the recipe?
Sì.
Here it is.
Thank you. Wowie, this is so exciting. I want to make it right away.
Ma se non hai funghi?
Traveler, Paimon, please accept my sincerest apologies for delaying your meal.
No problem. Food always tastes better when you've worked up an appetite.
All right, let's dig in before it gets cold.
La scelta di inserire Paimon in questo gioco credo che sia stata la migliore mai fatta in Genshin Impact.
Paimon loved this one. Oh, and especially that one over there.
È troppo forte come spalla comica, funziona benissimo. Funziona davvero benissimo. È carina, è dolcina, ha una bella vocina, è perfetta come mascotto, tant'è vero che proprio sui vari account di Genshin Impact la faccia è lei, non il Traveler, non uno dei personaggi 5 stelle famosi, è lei. Quindi, insomma, ottimo lavoro utilizzarla come spalla. È molto buono, molto buono.
Good. I'm relieved. When I was attempting to cook earlier on, did you chat with the owner at all?
Perché questa domanda?
Say anything about me?
She did, but don't worry. She's just happy for you is all.
She's happy for me? Oh, then she must have told you. Did she, what does it matter? I know just as well as anybody else that I've got no friends.
Hey, it's not you. Most people just haven't had the chance to talk to you one-on-one before.
Thank you for your comforting words, Paimon. It's all true, though. I just don't have very many friends. Most of the time I'm either accompanied by family or staff. So everyone must have found it quite a surprise to see me taking you out for a meal.
You've got a friend in me. Oh.
Exactly. You've got at least 2 friends right here.
Aw, thank you. That makes me so happy. Excuse me. I'm forgetting myself.
Hey now, expressing your feelings is the right thing to do. Keeping them locked away inside isn't gonna do you any good now, is it?
I agree. So, I just want to say how happy I feel that you both see me as a true friend.
Of course we do. That's always been our style. If someone's nice to us, we're nice to them too. Friendship can go a long way. Take your mom, for example. She wrote about Tsubaki in her notebook, and now it's made you want to find them too.
Yes, I think friendship is an extremely precious thing, and ours is one that I will always treasure.
While we're on the topic though, who is this Tsubaki person anyway?
Well, I think I have an idea, but it's just speculative at this point. I think that Tsubaki might be a fox envoy.
A fox envoy?
Yes, that's what I think. Even I, my mother's own daughter, had never even heard of this friend before. It just seems so mysterious. So I think it must be someone with transcendent abilities who doesn't show themselves very often. And fox envoys are nothing new. Stories have been told about them in Inazuma since ancient times. You must have met Kuji Yae before. Well, she's a fox envoy.
Ki?
That got me thinking. Maybe there are fox envoys out there in Inazuma that people just don't know about. And maybe Tsubaki is one of them.
Whoa! So Inazuma also has supernatural beings?
Ah, voglia.
When you say also...
Well, before Inazuma, we spent some time in Liyue. They have lots of supernatural beings there, like the Adepti. All kinds of them too. Up in the sky, down below the ground, in the water.
Really?
Dove guardi c'è un fatui, c'è una dev type
But to hear
praticamente.
someone talk about it from first-hand experience is extremely surprising. So Liyue lives up to its reputation. Its culture has a long history and gives rise to the most beautiful legends. Quite captivating.
You should come visit Liyue with us sometime. The best part is, they have loads and loads of delicious delicacies.
Really? I would love that. Speaking of delicacies, Traveler, Paimon, have you eaten your fill?
Sì.
Oh, Paimon has.
Excellent. Then let's collect the kimono. Then we can pay a visit to my mother's
sarebbe anche ora.
transcendent friend.
Sarebbe anche ora. Sono 2 ore che dovevo incontrarla e ancora non abbiamo fatto un cazzo. Sì, faccio prima andare da qua. Let's go. Salve, siamo
The garment
tornati.
is ready, Miss Kamisato. I've folded and packaged it for you. Oh, and the other item we discussed? That's ready too.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you. It is a beautiful piece of clothing, and it was a pleasure to work on. See you again next time.
Traveler, I have a gift for you.
Oh, grazie. Cos'è?
Whoa, looks super fancy. Is that for wearing in your hair?
It's a hairpin in the style of a white heron.
Oh.
As well as a hair accessory, you can also use it as an ornament. I couldn't ask for your help and offer nothing at all in return, So this is my gift to you.
Grazie
I'm glad
mille.
you like it.
E che dolcina. La mettiamo, vero? Mettiamo?
That's what your title means, doesn't it? Shirasagi Himegimi. So this
Himegimi.
gift is like a little piece of yourself. It's just as elegant and beautiful as you are.
Oh.
You flatter me, Paimon. If this gift reminds you of me, that is all I could ask for.
It definitely will. Alright, well, now we've got what we came for, we can set off. Time to go meet Tsubaki.
Sì, ma dimmi che se lo mette, scusami, cioè... Oh, fammi vedere, dove sta? Hairpin. Pariamo la ricetta. Questi ok. Dov'è? Non ho capito dove se l'è messo, però. Che fosse un accessorio nuovo? Spero di no. No, non mi pare di vederlo. Però non c'è. Ma sono perplesso. Che lo abbia messo e basta? No, perché c'è, nel senso, sarebbe carino se effettivamente... No, non l'ha messo. Forse da qui? No.
It's hard to remain on dry land.
Scusatemi, però adesso sono curioso. Genshin Impact Ayaka Hairpin. White hair in hairpin. Sì. Ah, furnishing item. Ah, quindi tipo lo posso mettere sul... in casetta. Andiamo a vedere come sta. A parte che lo vediamo da qua. Cioè, sarà qui, spero. Eccolo qua. Chi cazzo l'avrebbe mai pensato con il furnishing? Ok, quindi sì, va bene. Si può mettere... Lo metterò più avanti, dai. Dove dobbiamo andare adesso? In città. Salve. Oh no, è più in basso di qua. Forse quindi di qui? Ok. Che mal di testa. C'è qualcosa che vuoi? Kamaji? Show Chisato's letter. Misiragi Chisato? Se questa lettera è davvero di Chisato, penso che dovresti parlare con Kamaji direttamente. Ah, giusto! Giusto. Questa è la lettera per l'amato di... della ragazza che ci ha aiutato ad arrivare fino a qui. Io però no, non volevo questa... Non era questa la missione che mi interessava. Che poi vedi, ecco perché non mi tornava, cazzo. Perché qui si chiama in un modo diverso. Qual era? Aspetta, è questa? Sì, è questa qua. Vedi, qua si chiama The Whispers of a Crane and White Rabbit, che è la missione che stavamo facendo adesso con Ayaka. Però qui si chiama Carassius Auratus, che... Cioè, scusa, Grus Nivis, che cosa significa? Vabbè. Anyway, è per questo che non capivo... Io devo andare da questa parte. Mi sembra che sia fuori dalle mura, però, a giudicare dalla minimappa. Quindi, oh, andiamo di qua. Vediamo che ne è. In basso. Mi dice. Madonna mia. Era introvabile sta chest. Ma è introvabile forte. Come ci arrivo io lì sotto? Scusatemi. Forse devo buttarmi giù? No, raga, sono perso. Non mi fa neanche vedere da dove dovrei andare. Senti, io provo a buttarmi giù a questo punto. Ok, sì, era qua in spiaggia. Perfetto.
So, a transcendent being lives here? Ooh. If someone lives here, then why is it so chilly?
Giustamente.
I'm asking myself the same question. How strange. I'm quite sure that this is the location my mother wrote about, but surely... I'm starting to have second thoughts. But since we're here, I still think we should go inside and explore in full.
Va bene, facciamolo.
Who knows? Maybe there's a surprise waiting in there for us.
A caso.
So,
Va bene.
what does the notebook say exactly?
Let me think. A crane brings one fresh flower in its beak to decorate my hair, while a white rabbit sews a hemline from 4 rays of moonlight. Dressed appropriately, I face eastward and call out Tsubaki's name 7 times. In the blink of an eye, I'm standing on the path that leads to her house.
Sounds like a fairy tale. So your mom would do a little ritual, and just like that, Tsubaki would come to meet her?
Sembra molto una roba che si addice agli adepti,
I have a
effettivamente.
feeling that it could be some sort of code. Let's get a little closer before coming to any conclusions.
Good idea.
Come che era un fiore, 4 raggi. Chiamo 7 volte e mi affaccio a est. Che posto enorme, però. Dove cazzo devo andare? Lì c'è un muro segreto.
There are some bushes on the rocks in here. Could that be anything?
Not once. No. Ah, cazzo. No, 5 times.
Let's recap what the notebook says. Maybe it'll give us a hint.
A crane brings one fresh
Ah,
flower
ok,
in its
ok,
beak
quindi
to
1, 4,
decorate
7
my-
praticamente. Ok, ok, ok. 1, 4, 7. Pensavo che fosse da fare tipo robe diverse, che questa fosse tipo la chiamata, no?
Strange. There's nothing in here.
Ah, bastardo.
Let's keep looking around.
Ah, perché devi guardare a est, giustamente. Est sarà qua. Oh. Oh, lo scarabeo elettrico. Un altro scarabeo elettrico. Non so cosa servono questi scarabei in realtà. Oh, 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 oh. Elettroloculo. Come lo piglio? Da qua dovrei riuscirci, credo. No. Allora dobbiamo salire qui. Dai. Là. Nice. Ma scusami. Sarà qui l'altra roccia? Facing east. East, est, destra. Giusto? Quindi che sia qui e io non lo veda. Eccolo qua, c'è. Ok, ok. 1, 4, 7. Eccoci qua. E questo che cos'è?
Did it open? Did it open? Did our Inazuma Adeptus leave any treasure here?
What's this?
Huh. Looks like a book.
It seems to be another notebook. Could it be Tsubaki's notebook? Let's step back outside now. The atmosphere here is different than I'd imagined. Somehow, it makes me a little reluctant to open the notebook.
Paimon knows what you mean. Reading in low light is really bad for your eyes. Come on, let's get back outside.
Dai. Ah, vogliamo uscire proprio dalla caverna. Inutile che uso il teletrasporto perché tanto poi dovrei scendere di nuovo. Ma lower. Senti, facciamo così. Faccio prima il teletrasporto, mi sa. Perché altrimenti qua dobbiamo farcela a camminare, non è il caso. Ma così non siamo usciti dalla caverna. Ma scusa! Ma non siamo usciti dalla caverna! Ma Ma cosa vuol dire? Madonna santa, che bordello.
Alright, let's see what the notebook says.
Si sente tanto,
all about mysterious treasure.
Mi spiace, ci posso fare poco. Paimon, dai.
Why are you whispering all of a sudden?
Ah, ok, leviamoci dal cazzo.
I'm nervous. Oh, you want to let Ayaka read the notebook without distraction. Seems whatever's written in there must be pretty major after all. But, based on her expression, probably not a treasure map. What could it be?
Traveler, Paimon, sorry to keep you waiting so long.
No worries, it wasn't long at all. You're a very fast reader.
Finito?
Yes, I have. I think I have to share the truth of this notebook with you both. Even though the contents are completely different than what I was expecting.
Ci ho provato, volevo mettere la mano sul microfono per evitare... per attutire. Ah no, Paimon, chiaramente no.
Envoy, no. It turns out that Tsubaki's real identity is my mother herself.
Huh?
Surprised? Me too. But that's what it says at the very beginning of the notebook. Tsubaki and I are the same person, and yet we are different. When I become Tsubaki, I stop being Kamisato Kayo and become the most ordinary woman in the world. What follows in these pages is the ordinary, everyday life of a regular person. Nothing more, nothing less. This notebook is, for the most part, a collection of my mother's musings, both private and trivial. All of the things we thought were about Tsubaki were in fact about my mother herself.
Cosa triste che fosse costretta a fare sta roba.
That the kimono design and the international dishes
are things that my mother wished to try, yes. I'm sure this all sounds utterly bizarre to you, but to me at least, my mother's behavior is completely understandable.
No, purtroppo è comprensibile anche per me.
Another way, I actually have another side to myself as well. I was at a loss for words when I started reading the contents of the notebook. It almost felt like someone had looked inside my mind, examined my thoughts, and then written them all down on paper.
Ayaka.
From the moment my mother married my father, she became the mother of the Kamisato household. And with that came all sorts of duties. At the same time, the prestige of the Yashiro Commission brought its own share of responsibility. On top of that, every action she ever took was seen as representing the Kamisato clan. People were always watching her. Under such circumstances, she never had much time to do the things she really wanted to do. After my father passed away, Ayato and I took over responsibility for the affairs of the clan. We ran into all sorts of difficulties during that time. I'm not sure if people outside the clan could ever imagine what it was like. Every time I found myself up against a difficult issue, I'd ask myself, did my mother go through this too? What would she have done in this situation? Maybe it's because it had been so long since I last saw her, but somehow, all that was left of her in my mind was the sight of her that inspired awe and commanded respect. But my image of her was incorrect. When I read this notebook, I realized she was just like me. Underneath whatever position she may have held, she was just an ordinary person. She liked pretty kimonos. She wanted to try food from different places. She yearned to see sights she'd never seen before. Maybe this all sounds immature to you, but I feel just the same way. I want to live life not as Kamisato Ayaka, but as an ordinary woman.
Beh, potresti usare la stessa strategia di tua
Wanted to
madre.
go to a local Inazuman festival. She said that sometimes on a clear night, if you looked out from our house, you could see lights off in the distance. I've seen those lights too. It looks so lively with so many people. And it's so brightly lit, it makes the whole sky glow. Of course, sometimes it does make me a bit anxious from a public order perspective. But for someone of my position to just show up at a festival with no warning, it could be considered improper etiquette. Especially in my parents' generation, when the Yashiro Commission didn't have a particularly close relationship with the populace. Even if no one stopped us, the idea of the Yashiro Commission going out into the crowd, it'd certainly draw some strange looks. People would probably start thinking there was trouble afoot. Mother said that she didn't want to put people on edge. She wanted everyone to enjoy the fun and freedom of the festival. She didn't want to disturb them, and didn't have much free time anyway, so she never went. Not even once.
Povero.
Aw, so the kimono design, that must have been the outfit she planned on wearing if she ever did go to a festival, right?
That's right. And sometimes, festivals sell international food. She wanted to try that too. I hope this isn't a disrespectful thing to say, but I never knew my mother was so in touch with her inner child.
Well, that's not disrespectful at all. Paimon thinks your mom was the best of both. A big softy on the inside and a big sense of responsibility on the outside.
Without knowing it, I've ended up fulfilling several of my mother's wishes already. But going to a festival is the one thing that I cannot do for her. Perhaps this is one thing that can simply never be.
Beh, hai già fatto così tante
I
cose.
understand. Thank you. I think I realize something now. Mother and I are so similar in so many ways. The things she faced are things that I too will go on to face. She chose to place her unfulfilled wishes onto the identity of Tsubaki. As for me, I've already decided.
Oh, so you decided on an alter ego too?
No, I don't plan to do anything like that. I think I will set myself a new goal. To live each day without regrets. So, Traveler, Deep breaths, Sayaka.
Che bellina.
Would you be at all interested in checking out an Inazuman festival?
Ma certo, cara.
Paimon's been dying to go ever since we saw that poster. Paimon would love to go with you, Ayaka.
Non sei mai stata a un festival?
Hey, come on, don't make fun. It's just because I used to have the same concerns my mother did. But now, I don't think I need to worry about it so much. I'm going to be true to myself and fulfill the wish that my mother and I shared. I know that you of all people can understand me going my own way on this. So, let's do this, you and me. Let's go to a festival together.
Mi farebbe piacere venire con te.
Festivals here have loads of tasty snacks too, right? Oh, and fun and games!
Great. Thanks, you guys. If we head over now, we should still make it in time.
Oh, good point. Today is the last day, right? What are we waiting for? Let's go!
Ah, cazzo, che posto di merda. Dobbiamo andarci a piedi, ok? Andiamoci. Let's go. Vediamo un po' il da farsi. Cosa volete voi? Come avete fatto a vedermi che stavo sopra di voi? Scioscio, stronzi, andate via. Eccoci qua. Ah, sì, in effetti è un po' una cacatina di festival.
Since it's the final day, many of the
Ah,
visitors
ok. È
must
tipo
have
Luca
already returned
Comics il
home.
lunedì. Ok,
I've heard that
ok.
the peddlers often close
Chiaro,
up shop
chiaro.
earlier on the last day because there are fewer people around.
Siamo arrivati troppo tardi, quindi?
I'll go and ask. Whatever happens, I at least need to go inside just this once.
That's the way to go. We'll be right there with you.
Andiamo, andiamo. Peccato che non abbia cambiato vestito, poteva mettersi il kimono che aveva preparato per la madre. Non credo cambi così tanto a livello di taglia fra lei e la madre.
It hasn't closed yet. It's just that there aren't many people left. Let's hurry and see as much as we can.
Hey, look at that stall! They have so many masks! Paimon's heard that everyone's supposed to wear a mask at these kinds of festivals. Is that rule still around nowadays, or...?
That used to be the custom, yes. And today, it's still a popular way to dress up during festivals. But it's not a hard and fast rule.
Hey! Is that who I think it is? Miss Kamisato, right?
Oh, greetings.
People seem to recognize Ayaka
Sì, in
wherever we
effetti.
go.
Cazzo.
Guess that's just what it's like when you're a famous Inazuman.
But of course! The Kamisato clan leads the Yashiro Commission. It's one of the most well-known clans in Inazuma. Not least because back when Master and Miss Kamisato had just taken over the family's affairs, they used to make public appearances all the time. Some of the younger generations have never even seen Miss Kamisato in person before. Being the age I am, I'm lucky enough to have seen her on many occasions over the years.
You're too kind. My brother and I simply go where we must to fulfill our duties.
But this is the first time I've seen anyone from your family at a festival. There must be some official business, I take it.
Oh, there isn't actually. Today, I'm taking my traveler friend here around to see the sights.
Oh, a traveler? Huh. Now that you mention it, you do look like you've come a long way to get here. First time in Inazuma? Hope you enjoy yourself, young one. Ah, excuse me 1 second. Hey everyone, listen up! Don't close up yet! Miss Kamisato has come to join the festival!
Oh, ma che dolci.
No, it's not like that. Please, there's no need to make a fuss. We're just here to...
Grazie.
Yeah, thanks a lot, mister. If you hadn't let them know, they'd start closing down about now, right? At least it sure looks like that time of day.
Yep, you got it. But on account of this being the first time Miss Kamisato has ever come to the festival, it seems only fair to keep things open a little longer. Oh, here's a couple of masks for you. On the house.
Oh.
No. You've been far too accommodating to us already. We couldn't possibly...
Don't give me all that. Here you go. Here you go. It's not often that we regular folks get some attention from the Yashiro Commission, so I've got to mark the occasion somehow. Besides, it'll make me look bad if you refuse.
But... Okay, I think I understand.
Che generoso che sei,
It's
grazie,
my
mitico.
pleasure. You have yourself a good time.
Sir, do you have anything for Paimon?
No.
Oh, hello there, kiddo. I'm sorry, but we don't have any masks in your size.
Huh? Surely you're not gonna let Paimon be the only one at the festival without a mask?
Paimon, don't worry. Wearing a mask is optional.
But... Paimon doesn't want to feel left out.
How about a tree leaf? That should be enough to cover up that little face
Ma
of yours.
come?
What? No way!
Oh, okay then. In that case, I'm afraid there's nothing I can do right now. But don't you worry, kiddo. I'll have a mini mask made specially for you when I get back.
I cannot thank you enough.
Aw, it's nothing. But I won't hold you up any longer. You should go and enjoy the festival while everything's still lit up.
All right.
Dai.
Traveler, shall we?
Andiamo, dai.
Oh, wait. Just one thing.
Sì?
I need to explain myself. I got a little nervous back there and I just made up any old excuse. But don't think of this as me taking you sightseeing, please. I brought you here because I genuinely wanted to spend time with you.
Oh, sì, me ne ero accorto,
Okay,
tranquilla.
Great.
Andiamo, andiamo, dai. Le bancarelle del cibo, c'è il ramen. Cos'è quello? Ah, i fogliettini della fortuna. Ne tiri fuori uno e ti dice se sei fortunato o meno.
Traveler, look! This stall's doing fortune slips.
Miss Kamisato, hello there. You're out with friends today? Oh, what a rare privilege. Welcome, welcome. Would you like to give it a go?
Okay. How much is it per draw?
I wouldn't expect you to know this, but the Yashiro Commission was very good to my uncle on my father's side at one point in time. Thinking about it, it was when your father was around. I think he dealt with it personally. So you see, how could I possibly take your money?
What? Are you sure?
Cioè, praticamente lei gira e le, le gettano addosso regali,
Please, be my
praticamente.
guest. Same goes for your two friends here.
Traveler? Paimon? What do you think?
E che dobbiamo
Seems
pensare?
like everyone wants to do
infatti.
something nice for Ayaka. So, if they insist, who are we to resist?
Praticamente la sua famiglia è, non lo so, delle divinità.
Well, if that's how you feel, then okay. We'll take you up on your kind offer, sir. Let's each do a draw.
Che poi c'è un fogliettino, non è che ti sta a regalare una
Draw
macchina,
a
voglio
slip and
dire.
reveal your fortune.
Oh. Ah. Vediamo.
Open it up and see how you fare.
Whoa! Which one did you get? Paimon got Rising Fortune.
Ah.
No way! We got the same one!
Scusate.
Traveler, what did you get?
Tirato sotto da un camion domani. No. Grande fortuna dai cieli.
Wow.
Oh.
You're so lucky!
Oh, congratulations are in order. Here's what great fortune from heaven means. The blessings of the gods are upon you. Your voyage ahead shall be plain sailing, and all your endeavors shall prosper. In other words, your good luck isn't about to run out anytime soon.
Oh, nice.
What a great sign! Good things lie ahead!
Congratulations.
You all have very fine fortunes lined up. With this kind of luck, you'll certainly be able to achieve anything that you wish.
Well said! Here's hoping that our good luck will never run out!
Dai, vediamo cos'altro c'è. Un altro banchetto del rame. Lì fanno i takoyaki! Ne prendiamo un po' per Makoto? Oh wow, sto davvero andando ai takoyaki. Oh.
food stall sells all kinds of Inazuman specialties. Anything you want to eat? It's my
Ma
treat.
tanto te le regalano le cose. My treat cosa?
So good! Is it okay if Paimon has one of everything?
Eccolo là.
Of course it is.
But we don't want anything to go to waste. Let's try them one at a time. Ooh, Ayaka, Paimon wants those dango.
Sure.
Io prendo un pancake rosa.
Those look good too. Ooh, but so do the egg rolls. Paimon will try an egg roll too, please.
All right then. I too shall have a Sakura mochi.
All right, coming right up.
This Sakura mochi is just delicious.
Not bad, huh? It's one of our best sellers.
Oh, please, sir. Paimon would like some more.
I don't know if it's rude of me to ask, but how is this kind of snack actually made?
You want to try your hand at making it yourself? No problem. Just give me a second and I'll write out the recipe for you.
Addirittura.
Ooh, a new
Così a
recipe?
caso.
Are you sure about this? If you share the recipe, isn't that tantamount to giving away your trade secrets? Or something?
È una ricetta, non è che voglio
Well,
dire.
you who gave Kiminami Restaurant that recipe for an overseas dish, wasn't it? She and I are good friends. We trade culinary tips all the time. Here you go. Just treat it as me returning a favor on behalf of my friend.
Thank you so much. I will study it very carefully and try my best to do it justice.
You there. You want the recipe too? Go on, I can see that you enjoyed it.
È che no, e mollala,
There's no
dai.
greater feeling than creating
Passa,
delicious
passa.
food with your own two hands. You should definitely give it a try.
I will. Once I've learned how to make it, will you two be my taste testers?
Oh,
Va bene.
definitely. Can't wait.
Dai,
All right.
ci
I'll
sto.
do my best.
Next. Niente takoyaki, quindi niente
We may have
takoyaki.
arrived near the end of the festival, but it's still been super fun. Paimon approves.
Yes, I agree. To spend the festival together with you today has been a truly wonderful experience. This stall sells prayer plaques. It's an Inazuman tradition. You draw your wish onto a pentagonal piece of wood called a prayer plaque, and pray that it will come true.
Oh.
Sounds similar to the way people in Liyue release lanterns during Lantern Rite. Those are used for making wishes too.
Welcome. Looking for prayer plaques? Every wish is sacred, and you've still got time to make yours before the festival ends.
Looks fun. Shall we give it a try?
Dai, facciamolo.
Oh, wait. There's writing and drawing involved? Ugh, count Paimon out then. Paimon's head's feeling kind of fuzzy after eating so much just now. Not the best time for an intense burst of mental activity.
2 prayer plaques, please, sir.
2 prayer plaques for the young lady. There you go.
Traveler, have you decided on your wish?
Beh, posso wishare un Jongli 5 stelle?
Yes.
You can either draw a picture to represent your wish or write it out in words. Either way, once you've committed your wish onto your plaque, please hang it onto the prayer rack.
Wait, so they'll be on public display?
Beh, certo.
Alright, well, let's see what you got.
That will do for mine. May I see yours?
Certo. Oh, ha disegnato lei col fratello.
Isn't it? It's lovely.
E lei ha disegnato tutta la città felice, ma che carina! Lo rivoglio indietro.
You'll be back together one day. Paimon believes it, and you should too.
I believe it too. Your wish will surely come true. And I will keep you in my prayers.
Ayaka, what did you draw? Is that Tenchukaku?
That's right. I wish for peace and happiness for everyone in Inazuma, and good health for my family and friends. I do hope that wish can come true.
Lo diventerà.
Thank you. That gives me
Ci
hope.
penseremo noi.
I think that might be all we have time for today.
Aw, it's time to leave already?
I'm afraid so. The festival is coming to a close. Time flies when you're having fun. It seems to flow away from you like a rushing river, as precious and short-lived as a cherry blossom dancing in the wind. It's time to leave. Traveler, today was the first time in my life that I've ever been to a festival. You've known me for some time now. I think you understand my personality, don't you? Knowing me, I just know that today could not have been such a happy day without you. So thank you. Today really meant a lot to me. And the memories will always have a special place in my heart. Festivals are great. There aren't many rules. Everyone has that smile that comes from deep inside. And it's just so carefree and happy. If I ever get the chance, I want to go again.
Vorrei tornarci anche io un giorno in fiera.
Great.
Sarebbe bello.
No, we're kind of
Un po' mi
similar.
mancano, devo essere
With both
onesto.
of us having a brother. Sometimes I feel like I can relate to the determination you must have to get your brother back.
Sì, ritrovarlo è l'unica ragione del mio intero viaggio, quindi
I understand.
sai com'è.
Family bonds are inseparable. No one can break them. They are the most important roots we have in this world.
Se lo dici tu.
You will find him. Come what may, you must never give up. I will always be here for you as your... as your friend. I will always support you.
Grazie, Ayaka.
As long as you're happy.
Oh, ma che cosa carina. Ci stai a provare? Che vuoi il cazzo? Oh wow, una cutscene? Ok.
Oh, Traveler. There's something that I'd like to do. If you could spare me yet another moment.
Paimon non capisce. Ma proprio fortissimo. Oddio, vuole fare il bagno?
Please. Keep your eyes on me.
Ah, vuole danzare per noi? Oh. Wow. Quello era figo. Tutta bella fiera. Se la
What do you
mena.
think of my dance? Did you like it?
It was so pretty.
È stata molto bella, in effetti.
Beautiful, elegant, and something else Paimon can't put into words. Paimon doesn't really know what it was, but it is art.
È stata deliziosa, vero?
I'm not very good at this kind of dance. So, as long as I didn't embarrass myself, that's all that matters. I
Meglio che
just
niente.
had a sudden urge, and I ran with it.
Hai fatto bene.
In a way, that sort of sums up today for me. Dancing like nobody's watching.
È un piacere starti accanto.
That goes for you, too. When I'm with you, time seems to slow down and speed up at the same time.
E là.
Anyway, it looks like this is goodbye for today. I can see myself the rest of the way back.
Buonanotte, Ayaka.
Good night, traveler.
Ok. Bene, bene, bene. Abbiamo concluso anche questa quest. Ci ha dato un bel po' di robina. Ci sta, un sacco di esperienza. Molto bene, molto bene. Io concluderei qui per oggi, direi. Stacchiamo qui perché ormai direi che abbiamo fatto abbastanza. Abbiamo superato le 3 ore di live. Molto, molto, molto interessante come giornata, direi. Le quest all'inizio sono state un po' pesantucce. Anche questa quest secondaria, alla fine, se notate, c'è stato un solo combattimento in, credo, un'ora intera di quest. Però, devo essere sincero, non mi ha pesato così tanto, perché comunque andava a dettagliare un po' meglio la, diciamo, psicologia di Ayaka, andava a dettagliare un po' meglio il suo carattere, come pensa, come fa le cose, il perché le fa e il come viene vista in generale dalla città, ok? Al contrario di quelle 3 missioni della Vision che potevano essere interessanti i primi 5 minuti, ma che poi con la terza ha perso tutto l'impatto perché appunto era completamente inutile, con dei personaggi che tu non rivedrai mai più e di cui non te ne frega uno grandissimo cazzo. Questa invece io l'ho trovata più interessante e anche più divertente, perché vabbè c'erano gli intermezzi comici di Paimon, ma allo stesso tempo è stato appunto bellino vedere come tutti gli sforzi di Ayaka fossero portati alla ricerca di una persona che in realtà non esisteva, ma in qualche modo lei ha comunque ottenuto qualcosa da tutto questo, no? Ha capito che sua madre era una persona diversa rispetto a quello che si aspettava in senso positivo, e lei lo apprezza questo, e anzi le ha insegnato qualcosa, anzi molto molto bene, molto bene. E nada, io direi che per oggi concludiamo qui, o meglio per oggi, con Genshin per oggi concludiamo qui, perché stasera alle 21, come al solito, ci becchiamo per un'altra live, Death's Door, e non credo che lo finiremo entro oggi, dubito seriamente, mancano ancora 2 boss grandi, però andremo avanti sicuramente, spero, a meno che non sia disastrosamente difficile o io sia disastrosamente una pippa, dovremmo almeno finire il secondo boss. Comunque sia, ci becchiamo alle 21, come al solito, e niente, statemi bene, a dopo, un bacione, ciao belli!